It's a little exciting. I don't know nothing about you. Maybe you could be lying, but I got all of the truth. Put it all on the table. Laid it all up perfect for you. Are you? You know I like the way you play it cool, and the way you work the room up, and it's charming. So tell me, what is it about you? I got a reason to doubt you, but I can't seem to figure out who got me losing my mind. I'ma move with your body, but I know I see the danger in your eyes. You can try, but I can see the disguise. Ooh, when you pick me up, doing the shit like every single time. You can try, but I can see the disguise. You buy me a drink and suddenly I'm all yours. That's what you're thinking. Baby, wouldn't that be good? You think that I'm falling, but I just play a one. I love this song. Do you like it like that? I'ma call you up when you do it like that. Baby boy, do I make you nervous? Give you a heart attack. Ooh, put your hands right there. Baby, no breaks on the name in the air. Taking you home, turning up the lights. You know that it's going up tonight. I'ma move with your body, but I know I see there's danger in your eyes. You can try, but I can see the disguise. Ooh, when you pick me up, doing the shit like every single time. You can try, but I can see the disguise. I'ma move with your body, but I know I see there's danger in your eyes. You can try, but I can see the disguise. Ooh, when you pick me up, doing the shit like every single time. You can try, but I can see the disguise. Taking applications and writing to find someone to write it. No, I can make you mine. Tell me why you hide it. I got wits, but I don't even drive. Right hits, but I'm not even signed. Tell me how you out of your mind. Must be something that just ain't right now. You wanna talk about dangerous, but if you ask yourself, can you handle this? I can handle it. I'm down for it. So tell me, what's the issue? What can you commit to, boy? Oh no. I'ma move with your body, but I know I see there's danger in your eyes. You can try, but I can see the disguise. Ooh, when you pick me up, doing the shit like every single time. You can try, but I can see the disguise. With your body, but I know I see there's danger in your eyes. You can try, but I can see the disguise. Ooh, when you pick me up, doing the shit like every single time. You can try, but I can see the disguise.
All right. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? What's up, X? What's up, Cozy? What's up, Jiraxis? Thank you for being here to mod today. So it's gonna be a short one. We're just gonna do this thing. We're gonna do this little thing, and that's gonna be the vibes. We're gonna need to get some food. See if 1042 is open. No one's open. Well, goddamn.
Hi, Daphne.
Hi, you ready to rock and roll?
Oh, is it time?
Yeah, it's gonna be time. I'm gonna go to Al Dente's
All right,
and get some food.
Alrighty.
And
I'll
then.
be in front of MRPD whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll be down there.
All right, bye-bye.
I see you soon. Yeah, we're gonna do this interrogation. We don't know what it's about. I know out of character, but Daphne doesn't know in character, so. She's clueless. No idea. Wait, was that? I thought I just saw a helicopter right there, but I did not. I feel like people have been opening less. I think Bella burnt herself the fuck out. She's not opening as much in the earlier hours. I need to give out the bonuses too. Donnie's back. Subway should be back tonight. I sent them texts being like, hey, we got pizzas to deliver. So hopefully they both kind of get on that grind. If I'm not around to like tell them themselves. Yeah, I'm just doing the interrogation and then I gotta get my ass to work. I can't stream all day today. It's good. I haven't really been awake that long today. I got a lot of sleep because I needed it, and I finally feel a lot better after the weekend, long weekend. And yeah. 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 But I do need to, like I said, I need to get to work tonight. I think that tonight what I might do is I might do the recordings. We'll see. We'll see. I've got to do the recordings and I've got to batch content so that I can not feel guilty about RPing a lot and stuff like that. Make sure to bring multiple weapons to the interrogation. Yeah, I will. I don't have any weapons. I have a switchblade here. What? Who did that? What's up, Conscious? How you doing? Yeah, because there's a few things I want to do. I'm thinking about doing cop. What's up, Golden? I'm thinking about doing cop, and I'm thinking about doing Daphne and No Pixel. Like I said, I'm not trying to like tell you guys everything that I have planned because plans always change. Like literally, if I would have told you the plan I had before, that plan has already changed. So it's kind of a situation.
Literally a day after when we broke
Oh my god, was that Shannon? It's kind of a whole situation where it's like you can't control anything in RP. It's too hot. I feel that. It's pretty hot here today too, but I'm inside. I got the AC cranked up. I went to the store earlier.
Hello?
Hi.
Daphne Malone, you're around. I was actually just at El Dente's looking for you.
Oh, you were looking for me again, huh? You didn't believe me? You didn't take my word?
No, everyone lies to me. Can you make your way to Mission Road Police Department, please?
What if I told you that I'm already there?
I'm talking to Douglas after this.
I'm finishing up a traffic stop and I'll be there.
All right.
Is that you?
Goodbye.
Oh, I forgot to tell him to bring me flowers. I'll just ask him what he's got for me when he gets here. Oh, thank you.
Please don't rizz up. Please
Thank
don't rizz
you.
up my client.
It's okay. She can if she wants to.
Daphne, so I'm getting Douglas Fielding to come in as second chair because Croc and Douglas hate each other. This is gonna be so much fun.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna be really fun.
Hated more by Croc than me, but if I could have been there, I would have.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. I literally don't know what this is about, so.
Neither do I, but I'm bringing myself and Douglas because Croc hates us, and this is gonna be amazing.
Cool.
Riz him up, by the way. I want the Daphne charm to 11. Here,
Oh,
let's see how good your charisma is today.
Trust me. Well, there's gonna be a lot of teasing going on, so.
Ooh, charisma, inspiration. Inspiration. There we go. A 17 charisma, pretty good.
Cheers, and Marlo, and
Oh my
Victor.
Hey, Crocodile Steve.
Hello, Victor Viscardi.
I took off my holster just for you.
Thank you very much, Victor Viscardi. I appreciate that greatly. Daphne Malone, would you? I'm assuming this is your representation.
Hang on,
Yes.
one second.
Yes,
I'm trying to
yeah,
get my
we're waiting on
restaurant
Douglas
open.
Fielding as well. He's coming too.
Good luck, hon.
He's inside talking to officers for 1 second.
Sure, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Just one
How's your
second.
day?
I'm just sending out some messages.
It's going great. I've been looking for Daphne for 10 days now. 10 more
Well,
days.
she's a
He's
busy woman,
obsessed.
you know.
I'm not obsessed. I'm just conducting a.
Did you
thorough
bring me
investigation.
flowers or chocolates or coffee or
We're
anything?
gonna riz the client. Just
I
make
did
him
not.
Why
Yeah,
not?
Let's come over here. Victor, why are you wearing a
Why
radio
not?
on your belt?
Hey, you want to take off the belt too, Croc?
It's not, I don't have a problem. That is a communication device.
I will change pants.
Why you made him change his
Well,
I'm
pants?
trying
I
to
mean,
work
I'm
together,
just-
Croc.
No.
He's got a
I'm just
communication device on him.
hoping that you figure out whatever.
Well, I'm not gonna ask you any questions, but would you like to at least go to the cell and sit down, or you not the cell, the interrogation
Oh my
room, where you
god,
sit
I was
down?
about to say, that seems a little extreme, the cell.
Come on.
Let's wait for these guys.
So we can wait for these guys.
So it's good to see you in good health, Miss Malone.
maybe once
Glad
Thank
to
you.
talk to
Yeah,
but
Croc, I was shot
not
yesterday,
currently, no.
so.
Oh, well, you fit for this questioning session?
Yeah, they set me up with like a really good amount of morphine, so I'm feeling fine.
Oh, you're under the influence.
No, I'm not under the influence now, but I definitely
okay, so
was
you're
all
good.
night.
Okay. Where on
I
earth
just took
is
a
it
little,
there? Victor is
tasty
back.
taste right today. You know what I mean? Just a little,
Just a little bit of drugs.
just a little bit, tiny bit.
Let's go. Here we go this way. It's quicker.
Well, hold on a second. We're waiting
Right.
for Douglas Fielding, who's just right over there.
I don't know. I'm just
Mind if I frisk you before we go in?
Where Douglas
Yes,
is
of course.
right over where?
somebody.
He's talking to Don
I don't
Black
know. I
and
just- I
the other
wanna-
officer Black. I don't know his first
I
name.
don't want to.
Oh, he's gonna be busy.
That I've
Victor,
like
I am gonna do a quick,
heard those types of things about.
yes, of
I
course.
guess I don't know.
Hey,
Hold on a minute. Croc,
Daphne,
will you check
before we
your-
continue, yeah, I will. I want to search you. Are you
Yeah.
prepared for a search?
Yeah, I should be good. Let me
Yeah, I
make
know.
sure. And yes, don't touch my jellyfish. That's Here,
Is
you want to
it-
see
is
it?
Is it properly?
Guess what I
properly
named it?
housed?
It is not. It is not.
You are not properly housing your jellyfish, Miss Malone.
Oh well, I was just showing you. Its name is Tyrone Lillums.
You can have a look yourself. There is no fish cooler.
Well, all right. One thing at a time.
One thing at a time. Okay, I'm gonna finish conducting my search. Hold on.
You said his name is what? Tyrone Lillams?
Tyrone Lillams, because he's purple.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna search you now, Victor.
Yeah, okay.
And Ray, can I ask that you keep Croc in line and not to Riz Daphne? It'd be really awkward.
Excuse me?
He's been looking for me for 10 days. He's hung up on me.
Victor, can I ask that you use your brain cells to not make asinine statements like that?
That is, Daphne has told me Croc.
Come on, let's go.
But try to hit on her.
It's
Then
just
let your
the
client speak instead of you.
It's just the impression that I got that he was a little
Whoa,
obsessed,
going
you know?
in. Whoa,
if Douglas
going
reaches out,
in.
let him know that we are going to interrogation.
Sure, yeah.
Ask the dildo
Actually,
cop.
he might
She
just
thought
be might just be speaking in here.
the dildo cop agreed with me.
Children, this way, this way.
Okay.
Wait for the whole family to come down here. Okay, excellent. Okay, now, for the sake of not having to deal with a nightmare, I'm just gonna come to the both of you now. I gotta put your phones in lock boxes.
That is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna come here and take your phone and put it in a lockbox. I will have it. I cannot access it. I'm
Okay,
putting it
good,
in a
because
lockbox.
if you look at the pictures, you got to pay like everybody else.
I don't care about your photos. I put your phone in a lockbox,
In my pocket.
and I'm taking the phone in your lockpick. It's there. No one here has a phone. You understand?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Thank y'all for your compliance on that regard.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna go speak with Ray Lee about what we're doing here.
Okay, I'm gonna aura farm.
Sure.
Okay. No one has a phone. Okay, Ali Dart. No one has a phone. No one has a phone.
Alright, so what do you think this could be about?
I have no idea, genuinely.
Well, once again, remember when we were here last time, you had every right to invoke the fifth. You fucking killed it last time.
I want to make it clear I did not reference the person Ali Dart. I was talking about Tally Fart. It's a completely different individual. No point in time did I talk about it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, exactly. Okay. I cleared it up. Talk about Tally Fart.
Okay.
Oh yeah, same position. But anyway, so is this going to be similar to the situation they tried to asking you about like a week or two ago?
I don't know.
You think it might be that one?
I don't know.
Yeah. Once again, just do what you did last time. Because we just enjoyed the show, and I'm ready for you to go and make Croc blush and everything.
Yeah, I probably should have worn pants if I was gonna sit like this.
I mean, if anything, that might play to your advantage.
Like that, what's that one movie?
Wolf on Wall Street?
Basic Instinct? Lethal Instinct? What, the Sharon Stone thing. The thing where she does
no idea.
Fucking, what's that? Some 90s movie. She like does an interrogation, but she like flashes her.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Her personality. I get what you're saying.
It's like that. I don't think that's appropriate here. I probably should have worn pants, but
I would say I can give you my pants, but I don't think they would fit you.
maybe I should. We should sit a different way.
Maybe.
Okay. It's my favorite way to sit. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, last time you were here, it was aura as shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, can you scoot it over a little bit? The hand off the sides, throwing it off a little bit.
Right. I see if I do this, then I got the. Oh, I actually. That doesn't look that bad. That doesn't look bad.
I think it looks good. I think you got it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
remind you once they get in again, but just remember your Fifth Amendment. You never have to answer a question unless you absolutely want to. It is up to you. You can choose at any time to invoke your Fifth Amendment. Here they come. Huh?
No.
Okay. Hello. Sorry, we should have told you we were approaching, but here we are.
It's all good. We weren't talking about anything.
All right.
Okay. Ray, can you turn off your radio for me, please?
Sure.
Thank you, Ray. So here's what's going on. I want to set the grounds before we continue with it.
Okay.
This is going to be on recording. If Crocodile Steve is in the room, regardless if he is sitting down or standing up, the recording is on.
Okay.
Regardless if Crocodile Steve says the recording is on or off, if Crocodile Steve is not in the room, the recording is not enabled, despite if other officers are here.
Okay.
Do we understand this?
Yeah, yeah.
Understandable.
Okay. The recording is beginning now.
Okay. So do I call you Mr. Crocodile or Mr. Steve?
I prefer if you called me Sergeant Croc.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to conduct this interview. Today is the 1st of July in Ohio time, otherwise known as the 2nd of July in real and true Ohio time. Here we have myself, Sergeant Crocodile Steve, followed by Corporal Ray Lee. The suspect we are interviewing today is Daphne Malone, represented by lawyer Victor Viscardi. Does anyone here dispute the names or employment that I have just said on recording? Or we all happy with
Nope.
that?
Nope.
No.
Oh, excellent. Daphne, how you been going?
Hold on.
How you been?
Before we begin,
hold it. That's a good point.
Before we begin, I do want to remind you, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. You cannot afford one to be provided to you by the state. Ms. Malone, do you understand your rights? They've been read to you.
Thank you. I was gonna wonder if you were gonna Miranda me.
And before we fully get started,
Oh,
Ms. Malone,
can
oh,
we?
wait, you got
I
something?
did not get an answer to. Do you
That was a
understand your
yes.
rights?
That
They've
was a
been read.
yes.
Okay, thank you. And with your rights in mind, do you wish to continue speaking with us at this time?
Yeah, that's fine.
Ms.
Fantastic,
Malone, I
thank
would remind you one more time that your Fifth Amendment, anytime you can invoke silence, you do not have to answer the questions unless you absolutely want to.
You're.
Okay. We happen to continue with questioning?
Yep.
Yeah, go for it.
Did you say nope?
I said you're.
It's lingo.
It's
Then go for what?
Affirmative.
for yes, yes.
Okay. Can I just get you to state yes?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, that was under duress. Hold on. In your opinion, give me the answer of either yes or no if you are happy to continue with questioning.
Yes.
Okay.
That was
thank
under
you.
duress.
How you been, Daphne?
I'm okay. Yeah.
You okay? How's El Dente's going?
That's good. Good business.
Been good business? How's the employees going?
Yeah, they're doing their jobs.
Are you aware that there was a shooting at El Dente's a few days ago related to a group of girls? I think they call themselves the Bimbos.
No, actually.
Well, there was a shooting that happened at El Dente's. We captured, I think, a few people were injured, like AJ Jackson, one of the employees, and there was 5 of them, but we caught 2 of them. And I want to know if you would know anything about that.
I actually haven't been told about that yet. I've been taking the week off, working on music a lot. So no, none of my my managers and my employees have informed me of that incident yet.
Okay. So, do you know if anyone would have like a reason to take a motivational attack against El Dente's at all right now?
And plead the 5th on that one.
Well, I mean, that's your right, but we're just trying to help. We're just trying to better understand. Is there like a constant threat that's going against El Dente's? Is there like what are these attacks in relationship to? We're just trying to help you because you are the owner of El Dente's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, is there a reason why you wouldn't want to help us kind of get down to the bottom on who's committing these atrocities at your business?
Well, I would want to plead the 5th because I wouldn't want to say anything that could incriminate myself or others that may not be true. And then, all of the next thing you know, you're arresting people and interrogating people that don't know anything about anything. And it's all my fault because I didn't plead the 5th.
It is your right to plead the 5th, but it's also your responsibility to as a business owner, take care of your employee.
Oh, I can
these
take care of my
shooting-
employees. I don't need.
Well, how do you take care of your employees?
I plead the fifth. I take care of my employees.
Okay, so we're just trying to better understand, because these shootouts that are continuously happening, you're unaware of it, your employees aren't reporting it, and these shootings are not making their way to police. We're hearing them because we're hearing the gunshots and we're witnessing them, but then no one's reporting these shootings to police. We'll get 911 calls saying that people are injured, but no one's giving us a statement. The employees aren't giving us a statement. The victims aren't giving us a statement. No one's talking as to what on earth is happening at El Dente's. And we were just wondering, maybe the owner, who should be responsible for their employees and responsible for reporting to the police crimes that are happening at their business, why hasn't Daphne Malone been reporting these crimes to police?
I don't know why I would be reporting a crime that I wasn't there to witness.
But your business, right? It's like your car, right? You weren't there to a crime that's happened, right? Your car got, let's say in theory your car got stolen. It was used to rob a jewelry store. I think you get your car back and everything's fine. Why wouldn't you report your car stolen? That's what's happening here. You should be aware that your employees are getting involved in shootings at El Dente's. Your employees are then not reporting it to the police. Your car is El Dente's. El Dente's is your car. It's your employment. It's your business. It's your responsibility. Why is Daphne Malone not contacting police when atrocities are happening there?
You know what, Croc? You are what are you, sergeant?
Yes.
And I don't tell you how to be a sergeant. So I don't really need you to tell me how to run a restaurant.
Well, I'm not telling you how to run a restaurant. I haven't instructed you how to cook your food. I haven't instructed you how to manage your employees. That's completely you. You're right. You do have the right to, tell me not to tell you how to run the job. I'm not interested in how you run your job. I'm interested in the felonious activity that is happening at your business that does not comply with the law. And why are El Dente employees not cooperating with police? That is my job. And I'm asking you, why are your employees interfering with my job?
And I'm pleading the fifth. I don't have an answer to that question.
Whilst that doesn't incriminate you, it doesn't help you against the evidence that we have against you right now. And I'm coming here out of good faith to try and get a solution to the problem that's happening in El Dente's. Because the problem is, if these crimes that are happening at El Dente's repeatedly, and the employees, the managers, and the owners are not cooperating with police, it kind of builds a pattern of behavior of, rather than facing the consequences of the felonious activity that's happening, it's more like the cooperation of these felonious activities that are happening at El Dente.
Okay, so let me get this straight. My business is getting attacked and I'm in trouble?
I haven't said that.
You said you have evidence against me? What would that be?
I can disclose that to you at a later time. But we're hoping that
Okay,
you
well
would
then
help
this
us.
conversation is not going to get very far then.
We can talk more about it in a second, but we have a pattern of behavior of El Dente employees, managers, and you, the owner. I get that you haven't been here recently, so we're keeping that in mind. But atrocities and constant crime is happening at El Dente's. We are responding to it. And both the managers, the employee, and the owner aren't cooperating with police. They're not talking. We didn't say anything. We don't know what happened. But then, of course, the aggressors, when they get caught, because I don't know why, they give us a bit of information. Oh, this person did this at El Dente. Oh, well, this guy was at El Dente. Sometimes we get information that, they were looking for someone, they checked El Dente's and it was there. You guys are innocent. But sometimes the people are targeting El Dente employees. And then they won't tell me why.
Once again, why is that? Why would I be in trouble for that?
You're the owner.
What? So why? I don't understand. Once again, it boils down to why am I in trouble because my business is getting attacked? I don't get it. And I will also say that my business has been getting attacked for as long as I've had it, since February now. And there's several times when employees have called the cops and the cops didn't show up at all.
No one makes a report, right? We can't. Sometimes we're busy and we try to be there. And I apologize for the times that we can't be there. And I'm truthfully sorry for that. But at the same time, there is a duty of responsibility where a report should be at least tried to be made. Look, if you put in a 311, you tried to make a report, and then the cop didn't write it down, that is not your fault. But what I'm trying to get across here, right, is we have 7 different interactions with El Dentes over the past 30 days. Some of them within the 14 days, some of them are not. But in the past 30 days, 7 incidences alone where employees and managers refuse to cooperate with police has happened at El Dente, where El Dentes was either a victim or an aggressor.
Okay, so let me ask my lawyer something. So is it against the law to not file a police report? What did you say?
It can and cannot be. It depends on what the crime is alleged. It can make you an accomplice of something if something did actually bad happen down the road, and like you had knowledge of something. But let's say if like someone's just attacking your business and they fuck off, you don't necessarily have.
Okay, and is it illegal for me to know someone that didn't file a police report?
No.
Okay.
You just know somebody.
All right, just want to make sure.
But you can be in accessory to the events that are happening if that were to be concealed.
And the how?
You knew of it.
Okay, but I don't. So then, what then?
You don't. So you haven't committed. So there's no crime that you know of that you have participated in, witnessed, observed, or known about that you have not reported to the police.
I plead the fifth.
It doesn't help you.
No, it doesn't help you, but I'm pleading the fifth.
That's your choice to plead the fifth. Have you ever had to defend yourself from attackers at El Dentes?
Me personally, actually, no, I haven't. Not that
No.
I can remember.
Do you own a firearm?
Well, yes, I have a gun license.
Okay.
You can see that in my information, that I have a gun license.
Clarity question, ma'am. He asked if you own a firearm, not if you have a weapons license.
Well, yes, I own a gun, yes.
Okay. Do you have your gun?
No, I do not.
Where's your gun?
I put it away because I'm going to an interrogation.
What type of gun?
I don't know, whatever it says on my information.
Where'd you put it?
I plead the fifth.
So you know where your gun is.
I plead the fifth.
But no, you just stated you know where your gun is.
I don't think I said that.
No, you said you put it away
Mm-hmm.
before you came into here. So you were in possession of a firearm before you came here, is what you said.
Okay.
Who is Levi Madruga to you?
Well, as you can see in the public records, he is a manager at Al Dente's, and you know that.
Why does the manager of El Dentes have your gun?
I
10
plead the
days ago?
fifth. I don't
You've
know. I
had
plead the
10 da-
fifth.
You just told me that you had your gun and you put it away before you came here. Your gun was captured by police 10 days ago in possession of Levi Madruga at El Dentes. We have your gun.
Okay,
Why
I'd
does
like
Levi
to.
Madruga have your gun?
I'd like to talk to my lawyer in private.
Sure.
And the recording is off, right?
If I'm not here, the recording's off.
Great.
Okay. Clear. You can now see what narrative they're going with.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what this
So
is
all you
about.
simply say is that you can't have more than one gun. I don't understand the logic there, right? Like look, if a gun was stolen off of you or something like that, right? You got to think of narratives like that.
Hold a second. Hold a second. Hold a second. You're not in there? Oh, let me
One
just double
moment.
check. Right.
What?
Okay, we're good. Sorry, there's the cadet was in
Yeah,
there.
she's
So
tucked away in the corner. Hold on. So there was someone in the room across. We're just making sure it's clear.
all good.
Hold
Thank
on.
you.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're clearly whatever happened with that manager.
Right,
Clearly.
hold on.
Okay.
Okay, it's clear now. Sorry about that. We forgot that there was someone in there.
All
And
good.
she was on the phone. It's
No,
clear
you're
now.
fine,
You
you're
can
fine.
talk.
Okay. Once again, speedrunning this again. Yes, clearly the gun was found that was belonged to you. So they're potentially looking at this. What I'm assuming as a lawyer, gun trafficking charges.
Okay,
Right?
so
As they believe that you like what so far they have nothing. Right? They're just going off assumptions right now.
right.
That they are assuming that you're giving guns away to people and they're committing crimes with it, and they're not telling them because they're clearly some evil mastermind plan of gun trafficking. That's the narrative I'm seeing. What he's trying to paint here.
Is it illegal to lend someone a gun?
Yes. If they do not have, if it's not their gun, their serial number, you can't just legally give someone a gun. It has to be under their own thing. So yes, that is going to look bad on you. So you have to think of a way to get out of this. Simply saying that, maybe they took it out of a house that you guys share together or something is
Well,
a
yeah.
possibility.
I mean, they could have taken it out of my desk at work to defend themselves.
Exactly. See, that's the narrative you need to go with, right? Is it true? Is it not the truth? Who knows, right? And that's up to you to interpret. I'm just here to recommend things. You're
So
doing
should
great,
I?
by the way.
Thank you. So should I just say that, or should I just plead the fifth? Because
I would.
the thing is,
because Croc has a point. Pleading the fifth does not make you look good, but also what you said is, I love what you said this, that it doesn't help him.
right?
'Cause- exactly. So it's a double-edged sword when you plead the fifth, because because you're choosing not to give information, which could make you look bad. But in this scenario, I think you might need to give a little leeway here.
Okay.
One, bring up a point like, am I not allowed to have more than one gun? Because he's trying to paint the picture that you gave your gun to this guy before you came here, right? That you need to shut that down, being like, what, am I not allowed to have more than one gun?
Right.
And simply wherever you put it doesn't matter. He does not.
Hey,
need to
thank you
know
for the
where that gun is
gifties.
at right now. That is irrelevant.
Mhm.
He's trying to paint that it belongs to that one individual. When it comes to how he had your gun, I like what you said there. That like he could have easily ran to the back of the office and grabbed your gun in a self-defense cause, and
Right.
temporarily had it during the arrest to protect himself or al dentes. Right.
Right.
Something along those lines is a good way. However you want to present it, you can present it. But once again, you actually don't have to answer this question at all, and you can simply invoke the fifth.
Okay.
Because I actually, as a lawyer, might recommend invoking the fifth on this one, because if they do try to press charges against you, it's a simple not guilty plea, and then we would have that narrative in court, which I think will be really good for us.
Okay. So you think that I shouldn't say that right now? I should plead the fifth now, and if they try to take it to court, then that's the narrative.
Well, they're not going to take it to court. They're gonna if they're going to charge you, they're going to charge you here, right now. You will eat the fine. You will eat the months, but you will plead not guilty. Therefore, once you get out, me and you would meet up. We would file the appeal, and then as soon as it gets put on the docket, then you would get a court case, and then we would fight it in court. Because I'll be honest, all right now it is fucking hearsay. They have no
Right.
tried and true evidence that
They have
you,
no
Daphne
evidence at all.
Malone, gave this motherfucker a gun to go to do this. So they're just gonna assume, speculate, right? However, if you don't give them the answer they're looking for, they could charge you. So it's up to you.
How can
I
they
think
charge
that,
me with no evidence?
It's speculation, right? Like he has your gun. You're not able to. You're not willing to tell them where your gun is right now. So therefore, they don't trust that you actually have a gun and that you are gun trafficking.
Okay.
So it's up to you. If he really pushes this again, I say either give it to him, if he's really trying to badger you about it. But if not, just plead the fifth.
But if I,
You know?
But what do you think that he's most likely to charge me for saying?
I mean, right now I'm only seeing drug trafficking charges, but I I don't know if I'm allowed to use my MDT in here right now because he took a bunch of stuff from us. But it's drug trafficking. There could be like a negligent business owner charge on the COC charge, right, or something like that he's trying to paint. Because clearly he really was hammering that in. That hey, why don't you know about your business? Why don't you know about this, right? There might be a COC charge that he's trying to push on you as well. But once again, going back, it is not illegal to not file a police report. However, he does raise a good point that if you know something and you didn't tell them and it leads to something else happening, like another crime, then you could be looked at as an accessory. But to my understanding, these are just kind of like these individuals come in, they assault one another, and then they leave. So this is not in like a murder trial or anything like that, right? So in this situation, not filing a police report is kind of fine. However, it is recommended at times. But obviously, how you run al dentes is how you run al dente. do love what he said there, by the way, when he said, "I don't tell you how to be a sergeant." See, this is why I love you. It's like, dude, you do my job for me.
The thing is, I'm wondering if I say, what if he took my gun from the back? What if that's negligence, leaving it where an employee can get to it?
Because then it puts you. Honestly, I think play it safe. Just book fifth on
Okay.
that one. Because I'd rather hammer that one out with my partner Frank Love, and him and I can really work on this case for you a lot more if they do push a charge on you. Because I think that's gonna. I love that narrative, and I think that's gonna really like in court once you have like the actual like how we would prep you, like, hey, this is how you should present this, right? That would really sell it in court.
Okay.
So I actually recommend the fifth on that one.
Okay. I'm gonna keep. All right. I'm gonna keep doing the fifth.
Yeah, but of course, give them some things, give them light things, right? Like admit to like tiny faults here and there, but nothing that's going to damage you.
I mean,
Really
I'll
keep
tell
things,
them
like,
I have.
simple.
I'll tell them I have more than one gun.
There you go. Yeah, that's going to be good. Because of course
For
you do,
sure.
right? Like
Yeah.
it's like I can go down to the firearm and buy like 10 guns if I wanted to. Don't have
Right.
money for it, but I could. Anyway,
Right.
I'm gonna call him back in. You ready?
Yep. Thank you guys for the follows, and
We're
thank
ready,
you for
officers.
the thank you for the gifties, Nibs. Appreciate.
I can tell Croc's gonna be pissed about this.
They're on the phone. Give them a minute.
Thank you, Rose. Yeah, he is not liking you're doing the fifth.
I know.
He wants, because like what you said earlier about like, you know, you're not giving him anything, right? You're keeping everything right now as close to the chest as you can, and that's the smart thing to do, because you're being smart by not giving him an inch, because you give him an inch, you could potentially be giving him a mile, right? It could lead down a fucking rabbit hole.
Right. I don't like that he won't let me call him Mr. Steve. Thank you guys again for. What'd you say? So, okay, so it is illegal to let someone use your gun.
Yes, because if they commit a crime or anything with that gun, then you are responsible for it if they can find out who it belongs to.
Okay, but it is not illegal, obviously, to get your gun stolen. Is it illegal to not report it stolen?
Say it one more time. Sorry, my voice box or my ear is being weird right now.
Is it illegal to not report a stolen gun?
No, it isn't. Like, here's the thing. So I was robbed down by the clothing store down by MRPD, and the guy took my gun. Not even 30 minutes later, they were caught, and I was brought in as their lawyers. However, they was revealed that they had my gun, but I had reported it. If I didn't report my gun stolen, I would have looked at gun trafficking charges, because it would have looked like that I gave a criminal gun.
Right, but where's the proof that they could actually charge you on that, though?
That would be something I would have to fight in court, but they would have to do this, because weapon trafficking is a court charge. They cannot hit you with a court charge unless they go to court with it.
Okay.
So there isn't a COC charge for negligent business. There's only like, I'm trying to see what they would try to hit you with.
Oh, is it? Yeah, that's not anywhere in the law, right? That like you can't charge somebody for like. Well, what I'm saying, if they try to be like, oh, well, if you left your gun at work, then it's negligent.
Yeah, I mean that's just. I mean there is no. The only negligent charge is negligent driving. There is no other form of negligence in the city, which is really good for you.
Oh, okay, bye. They ain't got shit.
Yes, I'll be honest. After noticing that's a court charge, you can say the whole story if you would like now.
Okay.
Of the thing. So, like, obviously, there's the felonious conduct with business owner, but once again, since that's a court charge, they can't just hit you with a court charge here, right?
Yeah.
So you're not committing a felony right now, so they're not going to charge you with that one.
Yeah, and they can't prove it anyway. Regardless, they can't prove it.
Yeah, there's no COC charges that are gonna fuck you. You're actually good on this one. If you want to say that, like, well, like, I mean, like, maybe not, like, just be like, well, maybe he went to the back and grabbed my gun, right? And that I had on my desk, right? And then he used it to self-defend, right? Like, you're like, I can't control the business. You know, if someone goes into my desk and takes my things, I can't control what they do.
Right.
Now it might, right, make that person look like that it was robbery, that he stole your gun, other thing. He'll try to say that. He'll try to make it seem like that. Hey, you're harming him if you do this. The thing is, it's all hearsay. There's no evidence to prove that happened. So therefore, he's gonna try to do that to throw you off your game. Don't allow that to happen. He cannot charge him for robbery because this is hearsay. It's all hearsay. Oh yeah, I thought drug trafficking, or sorry, gun trafficking was a normal charge, but no, that's a court charge. So yeah, that's interesting. The fact that they're on the phone right now, you know that Croc is saying she is not giving me anything. I can't do anything right now. all of that, because it's what you're doing. You're being smart about it.
I love interrogations.
Oh, it's fun. I love being because I'm just enjoying the show of them pulling out their hair every time you say Fifth Amendment. Actually, I think I saw one of Croc's hairs fall off. Actually.
Oh my god. Do you dare me to put it?
So long. I'm gonna go knock in. Hurry up! Yeah, from the story that he's kind of painted so far, that's the only thing I'm seeing is that he's trying to paint you as a person who's handing out their guns to their employees, and that you might know more about what's going on at Al Dente's. And look, you might know more. However, you can't do that. Wait, what does this say?
I think that some of his hairs fell off right there.
Yeah, some hairs on it there. Because they said that you're a suspect, right? That's what he said earlier.
Right, I clocked that.
That they're only suspecting you of something. They are not. You're not detained. You're not in any of that. So therefore, they're just trying to be like, what does Daphne Malone know? God, I would love for Douglas to be in here. I know Douglas would make this the hardest thing ever. Piss off Croc even more.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely didn't like weapons traffic, so they're not gonna have any. They're not gonna have any evidence.
You have to prove here. I'll pull it back up. You have to prove it. So for weapon trafficking, the burdens of proof. I'm gonna read these to you. Possession / transport 5 any combination of unlicensed weapons or firearms. Okay, they go.
Approaching.
Oh wait, hang on. Wait, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
One second.
Talking. Okay, hold on. Wait. Don't
It's just 1 second. I just want him to read me this one thing.
I mean, they took too long, right? All right, make sure you're whispering. Possession / transport 5 any combination of unlicensed firearms or firearms with scratch serial numbers or explosive devices. Inferred distribution through circumstances of discovery, pattern of behavior, large sums of money, and or possession. They cannot hit you with that actually at all. You do not meet any of those burdens. So you be honest, say that line, you're good to go.
What? Say what?
Say the whole
Just
if he talks, if he brings it up again, if he goes back, if he rounds back to it, he might have forgot it by now, right? Bring back up. Look, hey, he might have went to my office, grabbed my gun for self-defense, right? And exactly, you can't control what you do. All right, I'm gonna call him back.
Okay.
All right, we're ready now. Sorry about that.
I can't wait for him to see the hairs.
Oh God, I need to stop using that anti-dandruff. Okay, the recording is resumed. We are active. We acknowledge the recording is back on.
Yes.
Oh, yep.
Okay. So you guys have conversated. Where are we at?
Well, I mean, we can resume your conversation. We're ready.
Well, it's simple. Why does Levi Magruga have your gun?
I plead the fifth. I don't know.
You don't know. Why did you just tell me that you put your gun away before you came in here when you don't have the gun?
Well, sir, I own more than one gun.
Oh, you have more than one gun. That's against the legislation. You may only have one gun at any time. Shall we raid
Wait,
your
what?
property and retrieve these weapons?
What if one of them is broken?
Doesn't matter. Gun's a gun.
What are you supposed to do when your guns break?
Hand it in the Mission Road Police Department.
Okay,
Can you,
I
can
didn't
you
know
name
that.
me one time someone has done this?
People don't. You know how many times people have charged people for parkour on public property? Once.
For one on public. Sorry, say it again.
You know there's a charge for parkour on public property?
Really?
No one ever enforces it, but it's there. Do you know that if you have the guilt of failure to pay tickets, we can remove your driver's license in its entirety immediately, but no one ever does that. Just because you can doesn't mean people do. Just because you should doesn't mean people do. The fact is, right, that your latest purchased firearm, which has been in police custody for 10 days on your manager, who does not have a weapons license, you have not reported it stolen. You have not reported that it was sold. But that would still be illegal. You're not allowed to do it. You have not purchased a new firearm. We searched you. You did not have a firearm. So my question is this. If you really did put your firearm away before you came here, would you give consent for us to go have a look at the firearm?
Why would you want that?
Well, to validate your story, you said you put your firearm away and you have multiple firearms. Can we go see it? You want to help police here? Can we go see your firearm that you've just put away?
How would that benefit you, though?
No, it benefits you because you're being charged with sale of a firearm.
What proof do you have that I sold a firearm?
You transacted it to Levi Madruga and you have not reported it stolen. It has been 10 days. You've had ample amount of time. He is a manager. You are the owner. You work in the same business. He does not have a weapons license. You have taken no steps
Question, Croc,
to have any alibi.
You are
Didn't you have a
assuming
hard-
that.
Didn't you have a hard time reaching Daphne, and she's been out of city for 10 days?
Time conflict. She's been here within those 10 days. She's even spoken to law enforcement within those 10 days. She was here yesterday involved in a shooting with law enforcement. Ray Lee was here. She's had ample amount of time.
Yeah, I was here yesterday.
As
Yeah,
well,
she was-
to your
yeah.
point, Victor, that firearm was purchased on the 17th. It came into police custody 4 or 5 days later, so there was plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time. That gun was in Daphne's hand for 4 days before it left her hands.
You're but you said, you're saying that I did whatever. You're assuming that.
No, I
Well,
can
ma'am,
prove it.
We have a gun in
can't prove
custody.
it.
We have your gun in custody that was found on a member of your business, and we ask you how did he get it, and you pled the fifth.
And because I don't know the answer.
And we're trying to help you with your alibi, right? Here's the alibi that you've given us. You ask, how does it help me? Well, the question isn't how it helps me, it's how it helps you prove your innocence. So I'm going to explore your claim of innocence, right? And give you the fair chance. You said that you put your gun away.
Mm-hmm.
Ask, where did you put your gun away? I plead the fifth. And now it's I don't know.
No.
So-
I don't know how Levi came into possession of my gun.
Well, I thought you just put it away, but you
Oh,
have multiple guns.
Yes, right.
Okay, so you said you just put your gun away and you have multiple guns. To help prove that story is true, will you show police where you put this gun that you just had on you before you came here?
I can bring it back to you if you really need to see
No.
it.
I don't want you to go bring it back to me. I want to see. I want to follow you
Here,
right
can you
here.
give
And you're
me-
going to take us.
That's
Can
where-
you give us a moment real quick,
creepy.
Croc?
Just ask me out on a date like a normal person.
Give us
That-
one
that's-
moment.
Well, we could talk to you in a second, but I just want to make it clear. If this story is true, then we're going to go out of this cell. You're going to directly take us to where you put this gun and want to see what this gun is. If it's
Alright.
broken, it doesn't count.
I don't understand.
So-
If it's broken, it
Just
doesn't
Daphne,
count.
just-
What does that mean?
You don't got to answer this
Well,
question.
why would you? Well, it's simple. Why would you carry a gun that doesn't work?
What?
Because I don't want you to go to your apartment or go to your house where you know you have broken gun. I don't care. It doesn't count. I want to know where the firearm that you belong, that's in your name, that is functional and isn't rusted away, that you just put away. Unless you're telling me that you bought a brand new gun that you then lost, didn't report stolen, and then went to go have an old one, which means you bought a
Look,
new one when your old one worked.
We will resume this conversation. Allow me a moment with my client, Croc.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, Victor, I'll leave you to it. But I think the best option for you here is a plea deal. So I'll leave you to it.
Please advise your client, Victor. I think you're aware of the evidence that exists. And
I know. Yep, you're good.
Yeah, we have the gun.
So
Okay, so that was on me. I thought you could buy as many guns as you want. Turns out you fucking can in the city, so that's a duly noted for me. And sorry about that one. However, that could work in your favor in the sense that you say that okay, you just like your gun disappeared, you forgot to report it stolen. That's what they're kind of going with here. That and they're trying to hit you with sale of a firearm that's only $500. See here. That is only $500 in 10 months. But however, that is a felony. Therefore, they're going to hit you with felonious of a criminal of a CEO. Therefore, the $50,000 fine. However, they have to prove that in court because that is a COC charge. That's also a court charge. They can't just hit you with that here and now. They're going to try to prove that in court. However, once again, the narrative that like, hey, you're like, you know, you spent 10 days ago, right? You had the gun for a little bit. You put it away somewhere. It was taken. You like, and then you just couldn't find your gun, and you thought that it was like, you know, stolen or something, but you just didn't.
yeah, I just didn't know where it was.
Obviously, that's going to go to they're going to say negligence that you should have reported it, right? But it's like, that's not like there was no money or transactions given for that, right? And they're going to ask to probably subpoena your bank account. Is there any information on that might damage you?
I just looked the other day at my bank account, and I don't believe so. I mean,
have you transferred money to the individual, whatever his name is, the manager? Within the past 10 days.
I would have to look. He might have gotten a bonus.
Okay, well, I mean, if the bonus was out, like if it wasn't 10 days ago, because that's clearly their time frame, I recommend checking that whenever you can, then you're fine. Because if it was a bonus like 2 days ago, who gives a shit, right? But if it was 10 days ago, whenever the alleged gun was taken and used in this crime, that's whenever that's the time frame they're looking at whenever they're gonna try to paint this on you. But once again, yes, I fucked up. I thought you could own more guns. I'm gonna take responsibility for that. That's on me, Daphne. However, it can still work that simply that your gun was gone, and they're trying to ask you to go take you to where this gun is. You do not have to do that.
No, I'm not fucking doing that.
Tell me, is your gun like the one that you have right now? Is this like in your car or something?
Yeah, it's in my car. It literally broke yesterday. I only buy high-powered pistols.
Okay, yeah, same here. They're the only good ones.
I literally had it on me yesterday and noticed that it was broken.
Now, what you can do is simply be like, look, I just carry this gun on me, right? When did you buy that gun?
I don't know.
It's clear that they said your most recent one, Regent Purses, was the one that he has. So look, you could just simply say that you just keep this gun on you, mainly as like kind of like as a dummy gun, as a prop, as simply like, hey, I don't actually like to use guns.
Well, no, right? I think that I think that I should say what it was, which is, if I, like, is it illegal for me? If I don't know that I'm not allowed to buy more than one gun.
Well,
like if I have a gun license.
That's what they say. They say incompetence is an excuse, not knowing something. Like, for example, if I go and kill somebody, be like, oh, I didn't know it was a crime, right? So incompetence is not an excuse. However, in this scenario, because it's a broken gun, right, that's going to be huge. And the fact that it's in your car, you said, that's going to be huge for you as well, right? And so it'd be like, look, I just have this on me, right? Like, and I bought but they're going to circle back to, then why did you lose this gun? That's what you have to think about is, do you want to give them something so they don't charge you with this? Or do you want to continue to plead the fifth?
I mean, here's the thing, right? If I, like...
Approaching.
Okay.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah,
Hi.
You can approach. You can approach.
Okay, hello. I'm coming in. The recording is back on, as it always is. Well, only when I'm in the room, it always is.
I mean, we weren't done talking.
Yeah, we're not done.
That's what he was.
I will leave you to be done talking. Goodbye.
Yeah, sorry. He said approaching. I didn't know what you meant by that. Yeah.
Approaching to see if you guys were done talking. Locking the door.
All right,
Goodbye.
sorry. So what do you think? What do you want to do, Daphne? Do you want to give them something, or do you want to just continue to plead the fifth?
I mean, what are they going to fucking charge me? I don't understand.
They're going to charge you with, I'm going to read you exactly what it is. It's criminal sale of a firearm. Actually, no, wait, no, it's class 1. Sorry, criminal sale of firearm isn't $500. It is $1,525.
They can't
which
prove that.
Well, what they're gonna say is unlawful sale or purchase of a firearm class 1 when a person does not have a valid weapon license, and sale or purchase of a firearm. They cannot charge you with that, as they have not subpoenaed your bank account. They have no evidence to actually prove that the sale happened. However, they're gonna try to paint this narrative that this person stole this gun from you, or this person that you gave them this gun, or something like that. They cannot charge you with that here today, as they do not meet the burdens, but they're going to try. So I think that we just call their bluff. If they really want to, like, hey, take me somewhere, show them the broken gun you have, right? It's like, because that's only gonna prove your point that, yeah, I have this old broken gun. Like, what do you want me to do, right? Like yeah, it's like, but they're gonna ask, why do you carry a broken gun around with you? Well, then you have to come up with an excuse that, one, I didn't realize it was broken, right?
Yeah.
Or something. No, that's negligent. That's stupid. Maybe like that. Like, you like to keep it as like, hey, I have a gun, and you like to show it, but because you don't like to actually use guns, or something like that. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't use them. I have them on me for self-defense. There's
I
not
don't
a there's not a single incident in the city where I've ever been recorded even shooting my gun.
Which is good, which is going to benefit you in that narrative. So honestly, I think that's a narrative we go with, that you don't like to shoot the gun, but they're gonna be like, why do you have this gun that's useless, that doesn't work? Why have you thrown it away? So you have to think of an excuse to that. Like, oh, I like to use it. I like to just keep it to make it look like I'm more intimidating at times whenever somebody.
Well, because here's what I'm thinking, right? Is I don't use it. I don't pull it out, and I don't even pay attention. Sometimes I keep it in my desk. Sometimes I keep it in my house. Sometimes I have it on me. I'm not paying attention.
Don't say your house, because that's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
give them any inkling that you have a potential illegal gun in your house. They're
True.
gonna raid your house.
True,
I
true,
don't know
true.
what you have in your house, but yeah.
True. Okay, so I'm gonna be like, sometimes I keep it in my desk. Sometimes I keep it in this car.
And they're gonna ask about your house. You're gonna simply say, no, I don't keep it in there, because I don't go there at all. Something like that.
Okay.
Say, because you want to keep them. Actually, no, that's gonna bring suspicion. Like, why don't you go to your house?
Well, I'm not gonna say
Interesting.
that. I'm just gonna be like, no.
Between
No,
you
I'm-
and I, once again, as your lawyer, I cannot say anything. Is there gonna be stuff in the house if they do push for a raid in your house?
Okay, so I take him, I show him the gun that's broken, be like, listen, I don't.
Are you guys ready to chat yet, or are you still trying to?
1 second.
Almost done. But give me 2 more minutes.
Almost done.
I'm ordering you flowers.
Oh, wait. You said you were ordering me flowers? Oh,
Yeah, I thought it
you
might
have a
improve
communication
your
device?
mood.
No, in her head, she's like writing it down, like, and mentally
I was
in her head,
thinking.
taking notes.
I was
Do
thinking
you guys have
about it.
Do you guys have communication devices?
No, I was
No,
bluffing
sir,
to
you
make
can
you
search me again.
smile.
Was okay? So I mean, I did leave a radio on you. You guys went on the radio?
I just
You
no.
took
I
the
was.
batteries out, if I recall.
I
They were
was
locked
like,
away.
where am I
sure
even
did.
gonna order flowers from, Crack? Come on, I just wanted to put a smile on your face.
Good save. Anyway, so yeah, as you were.
Okay, so we.
You show him the gun.
I
in
show him the
car.
gun. Be like, listen, if you know, I don't keep track of, like, I don't use a gun enough to keep track of it at all times, basically.
Yeah, to keep maintenance on it, right? To
Yeah.
keep, like, everything up to date. But however, they're gonna circle back to the gun that was caught on with the manager. So you have to think of a reason. Claiming negligence doesn't help you in this case. It was originally, but once he actually pointed out that he wants to put that charge on you, you now have to look at, okay, well, now you kind of do have to defend yourself now, because otherwise they're gonna charge you because you're not defending yourself of how he got the gun. By saying you plead the fifth, it kind of incriminates you in the sense. Well, it doesn't incriminate you, but it kind of looks like that you're more suspicious of a criminal sale of firearm. So you might have to just be like the story of maybe he grabbed it out of my desk whenever I was, for self-defense when I wasn't whenever I was out of the city or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna circle back to that story or something else. You're really creative, so something along those lines. Just defend yourself the best you can in that narrative. Otherwise, or just say that he stole it off you or something. If you need to throw him under the bus entirely.
I mean, yeah, if my gun got stolen from my property, then how can I get arrested for that?
Well, they're gonna go and say that you should have reported it, right? This goes to, remember I told you my story of how if I didn't report it, I could have got charged with the criminal sale of firearm, right? And so they're gonna try to be like, well, you should have reported it, and that goes back to what they were saying earlier. That
And
why don't you
I
report
can't
crime?
say that I don't use my gun enough and that I didn't even notice. Like,
Yeah, in like negligence, right? It's just something like, yeah, it's like I just don't check my desk that often. I didn't realize that it was stolen until you just said it.
Right.
Something like that. How about that? Like I love this actually. That's a great narrative. We just go with the death story. We really die on that hill. That he grabbed her for self-defense, and that you don't check it enough, right? As you just assume that it was in there.
Right.
You know that you're disappointed in him stealing it from you, right? And using it in such a way without your permission. But you know, yeah. Anyway, deny that phone call.
That's weird.
All right, we're ready.
I thought they put it in a lockbox.
Well, put it in your pocket or something.
Oh. I thought they took it.
Whenever you guys are ready, we're ready. Yeah. Just remember like if they push on you, just like yes. Look, he might have grabbed it out of my desk at a self-defense. I don't check my desk that often, and you know that's on. You know, and I didn't know that it was.
Hello, greetings. Hello, I've returned.
Sorry about that, and we appreciate your patience.
And what are your favorite type of flowers, Croc? Sergeant,
That's a relevant
Sergeant
question.
Croc.
Relevant question. Where are we at? Well, what you were talking with the lawyers? What's going on here?
Okay.
You're going to re-ask your question so we can understand the format that you want us to respond to.
I was simply trying to confirm your alibi because you said that you had a gun, you put it away because you were coming here. We've proven that you didn't have a gun, and we're trying to help you because you asked us the question, "How does this help you?" Referring to me. Well, I'm here to reply that no, we're trying to help you because you're being charged right now with criminal sale of a firearm. You transferred the gun to Levi Madruga. You have not reported it stolen. You've had ample time to speak with police.
Is there any way to prove that there's a sale of this? Is there any money transaction you have?
Doesn't need to be. Sale, transfer, dictate, goods. We believe we can articulate that very clearly.
Clearly say sale or purchase, and I.
What is a sale? What is currency? It doesn't say what currency. Currency for working at my business. Currency for being a good friend.
No,
What is a sale? It doesn't say what tender it should be.
That's weird that you're reaching like that.
Sale in a favor. Sale. Well, I'm not.
Are you accusing
sorry.
me of giving away a gun for a blowjob?
That is not what I meant.
That is insane. I cannot.
All right, hold on.
you
I'm just gonna stop that shit there and rein that back in. I would advise your client to keep shit above board. Victor, you know better than this shit.
That's what it
can we not
sounded
do
like.
that? That's not what I'm implying at all. What I'm trying to say is, look, it doesn't need to be in currency. It can be a favor. And if you want to translate that to getting dick sucked, that's your choice. But I'm not referring that at all. It can be help me buy a car at another business. It can be work for me at my place. It can be, hey, you know, you're my friend. Just have this gun for being my friend. The sale of a firearm never depicts a currency or a value. Can you agree that you can buy something based off of favors or get something based on an IOU? It doesn't need to be cash.
Well, that seems like reaching, though, and there's still no proof
Victor,
of it.
to be honest with you, we've established there's a pattern of aggression at Al Dente's, and one of her managers, who does not have a weapons license, is in possession of her firearm that was used in the commission of a crime at Al Dente's. I don't think it's very much of a reach at all to say the owner of a business may have equipped her manager with a firearm and failed to report it. And then that manager used that firearm.
Speculation.
That's speculation.
That's for the courts to decide.
Yeah, that's literally for the courts. What's your defense against it? Because we believe that that's 51%, and we can argue it. We have repeated attacks at El Dente. You gave your gun to your manager to help defend El Dente's while you were unavailable. Your manager got caught with your gun. You have not reported it stolen because you knew he wasn't meant to have the gun. And now we're here.
Well,
and
but
you
this
just said that
this is all speculation, though. Like, I don't have the answer, so
No,
I
it's
could
not.
also speculate that if
No, it's
can I say something?
Well, okay. Well,
This is
what I'm
also
trying to say is-
speculation, so I could also speculate that if I had a gun stored at my business or something to that effect, that maybe someone took it to defend themselves in a moment. I don't know the answer to that. So then how would that be my fault?
That falls back to the burdens of.
Well, I mean, that's
the
possible.
sale.
Hold on, wait a second. Ma'am, are you claiming that you store your firearm at your business? That's what you just said. I'm clarifying.
She was speaking speculatively. She was like you because you were speculating. She was.
That wasn't really speculation. She just
No, that-
stated
I
that she
literally
stored
said-
firearms
I
that could be
literally
used in
said-
defense of her business.
I literally said I could speculate that. Like while we're baking things up, a unicorn also could have landed on top of Al Dente's and
Well, that's
given
what,
guns
what
to
you're
everyone.
arguing there is endless possibilities, right? We need to talk
Exactly,
about
and we're
likely
proving to you
probabilities.
that you're looking at in the
Victor,
possibility.
her gun was found on her manager at her business in use of a crime at her business. We have it in evidence. It has not been reported. We have everything that we need to not even have to speculate just off what we have. We can push this, and you know damn well it will stick.
No.
The reason you
absolutely
the
not.
There is
reason
no
you were
proof.
trying to throw, ma'am, your gun's in evidence in possession of one of your employees.
Okay, so how
that
did
you
they
did
get
not
it?
report
No one
stolen.
knows.
We asked you, and you
You
pled the
gave it.
fifth.
Yeah,
So unless
exactly.
you can prove,
She's
unless you
allowed to
can
plead the
prove,
fifth.
she is allowed to plead the fifth. You can plead the fifth. You have the right to remain silent, but you understand that does not exonerate you from the consequences of your actions.
But what actions? Where is the proof? Do you have a
All
videotape?
right, we're
Do you
going
have
in
a
fucking
receipt?
circles here, Victor.
Clearly.
I would
Okay,
advise you to have a conversation with your client in regards to how she would like to plead to this charge, and let the courts fucking decide this shit.
That
Otherwise,
is
we will go in
incredible.
circles.
Then let's go to
We-
court
we-
because you're
we-
not
we-
going to
fast
strong.
we
conversation.
have
You're not gonna
continuously
strong
asked
arm
you, and
me.
I'm gonna give you the advice again. You stated here, we're trying to help you, okay?
Mhm.
You stated that you had a firearm and you put it away before you came here. Where's the firearm?
I
if
can-
you
I
could
can
us
show
this
you that.
gun-
I can
okay,
show you that.
You had to work it. Where is it?
I believe it's in my other car. I have to check.
I believe it's in my other car.
I was on morphine last night. I don't know where I put it.
You put the gun away last night. I thought you put it away just before you came here.
Before I came here last night. I'm on a report last night
And
talking
she
to the
called
cops.
That's
me last
not
night
what you
saying that
said.
she will need me for interrogation.
That's not what you said.
I came here.
Right.
That is exactly what I said. I came here last night and I put it away before I came here.
I would like to remind you that you were on recording.
Mm-hmm.
I have notes. I am writing
Okay,
down
so
everything
if
that you
that's
were saying.
if that's what you thought, then I misspoke initially. I put it in my car before
Man,
I
you-
came
oh,
to
you misconvened
MRPD.
it. You misspoke.
Am I not allowed to do that? I came to MRPD and I put my gun away before I did.
So wait. So tell me more about how you put your gun away.
Once again, was on morphine, but I'm pretty sure I put it in my car before I came down here last night.
Okay. How did you get to Mission Road?
In my car. That's why I'm saying I think it's in my car.
You drove here?
Yeah, but I think it might be in my other car. I don't think it's in
Where
this
is your
one.
other car
You-
parked at, ma'am?
I would have to look at the garage app.
So hold on. Just want to make it clear. You were on morphine and you drove to Mission Road Police Department. You were driving under the influence.
No, I was not.
You
I
ju-
had
no, you just
morphine
said you were
last
driving.
night.
You just said you were on morphine and you drove to Mission Road Police Department.
At the hospital, they gave me morphine. Yes.
And you drove. You just said you
Does
drove
that
to
not-
Mission
is
Road
that-
Police
is that
Department
not
on
gonna
morphine.
make- Okay,
That's under the
I had
influence.
been shot and I was awake late. I wasn't like that present mentally. Like, am I not allowed to be a little?
That doesn't help you. You just said that you were spaced out of your mind and you got behind the wheel high on morphine.
Oh my
I'm adding an additional
God.
charge.
Oh my god.
Look, here's what we're gonna do, okay? Despite your fears that I might be trying to, go out of my way to arrest people, okay? We're trying our best to find out the truth, okay? So let's just don't interrupt me when we say this, okay? Let's just recap the facts, and we're gonna give you guys one last opportunity to come up with a game plan here, to try and exonerate yourself, because this are the things that you have said. Do not interrupt me. I won't interrupt you when you rebut.
Gotcha.
Okay? So you've admitted that you came down here and you put your gun away before you came here. Now, looking at the logs, you did not buy a gun until May. You bought a gun in May, and you bought one in June, about a month apart. I know for a fact by now that those guns will definitely have rusted away. That means the only viable gun that should not have rusted away at this point would have been your latest firearm that you purchased on the 17th of last month, which is about 20 days ago. Roughly. 18 days. Not that long ago. Pretty recently. 10 days ago, your gun was recovered on one of your managers, and you did not report the gun stolen. And Levi did not expand on how he obtained the gun. He hasn't told us where he got it, and he does not have a weapons license. You have failed to tell us where this gun that you had is located. But then you did actually tell us. You told us that it's in another car and that you were driving under the influence of morphine. Here's the problem.
Oh my god.
If this is true and you were telling me the truth, then I need you to explain this. You bought a brand new gun and then whoopsies, it's ended up in the hands of Levi Madruga. But then that means if you had another gun, it was either a gun that was so rusted beyond use it was inusable, which makes no sense as to why you'd buy a new gun and then carry the old one when you knew that it was rusted, hence why you bought a new one a month later, and then proceeded to drive around under the influence with this
Oh my God.
unusable gun.
Okay, let's drop the morphine thing because it was I had been resting in Sandy before the driving thing. We got to drop the morphine thing.
I'm not dropping the morphine thing.
You can't even prove that either.
So then
admitted
you
it.
lied to us?
No, I
Is
told
that
you. I
felony
told
obstruction
you.
of justice?
I told you. They gave
Giving
me
misinformation to
no.
Madam,
They gave me.
I'm trying to help you, madam.
Oh my
Madam, I'm
God.
trying to help you. I'm
Oh
sorry
my
for interrupting you. I
God.
truly
Oh my
am.
God.
I'm here to advise you of the charge felony obstruction of justice.
Oh my god.
It is a felony. It is 60 months in prison. It is a $2,000 fine. Giving police intentionally misinformation, even in here, knowingly lying to police, is a felony. And if we have determined that you have lied to us, and this is why I stopped you in case you were lying, we will charge you if you continue to lie to us.
See, this
And
is
right
why
now,
I keep
don't have
pleading the
that charge.
fifth to you because you keep twisting everything I fucking say.
Ray, do you
Ma'am.
think I'm twisting people's words?
Ma'am. Miss Malone, you stated that you drove here under the influence of morphine multiple times. We're
I
not
did
twisting
not
anything.
say that. I said that I had morphine last night.
Victor, as her legal counsel here, do you want to allow her to continue? Because let's be honest, you know as well as we do that she is about to find herself in the land of felony obstruction.
Here, let's just take a moment. Let's take a break. Let me talk to my client for a moment.
When we come back
Okay,
in,
well-
let's be moving towards a resolution here.
Gotcha.
Look, how many more conversations do we need to have, okay?
This
It's
should be
pretty
the last
simple.
one.
Because, look, I'm just going to make it clear before we head out of here. If you weren't hiding anything, Daphne, I understand that you have the right to remain silent and you absolutely have the right to speak with your counsel. That is your right. And I'm not here to take that away from you or tell you that you can't do that. But the request is pretty simple and clear. You have a gun. You had a gun, you put it away before you came here. We simply give you the option of an alibi that would immediately clear your name and immediately clear up any confusion.
So yes,
And your response-
so you're agreeing.
Your response to that is to speak with your lawyer, not to give us the answer to where the
no,
gun is.
We're not
and
talking
plead
about
the
that.
fifth.
We're talking about the other thing. But
If the option that you were giving us was legitimate and true, and would have cleared your name immediately, and you weren't hiding anything, you would have given it instantly to us.
But let's clear
instead,
this up.
You pled the fifth.
But let's
Speak
clear
with
this
your
up.
lawyer.
Let's clear this
Yeah,
up.
yeah, no,
If
no, no,
I
Daphne,
no
we'll
wait,
talk on
wait. If
Actually, no, let's clear it up. Let's clear it up.
Let's clear this up
Sure.
to make sure we're on the same page about this. So if I take you to this gun that I put away, that clears me and gives me an alibi. Is that what you just said to me?
The option is there. I'm not saying it's going to automatically do it. It depends what we find. It seems if it's believable.
What do you mean what you
We'll-
find?
we
Because
will
you've
consider
just
I'm not going to tell you the outcome of it. I'm not going to tell you, hey, do this, and it exonerates you. You need to.
that's what you
you
just
need
said though.
to-
So now you're like trying to strong arm me into doing stuff.
It would.
I don't like
It would
that.
help you. I didn't say it exonerate you. It would help your case dramatically. But the fact you've been actively working against us severely weakens your case. Is what we're trying to say. That we would have less to work with. I didn't say it exonerates you. We're trying to explore that option, because when you inevitably take this to court, you're going to, of course, bring it up that we didn't look at the options. Well, I'm just trying to give a look at the options that you're presenting to us. So you gave us an alibi. We're open to looking at it. We gave the option, and your first response is, I plead the fifth. Keep that in mind. We're going to let you speak with your lawyer. But
Thank
you
you.
are being charged with 2 charges right now. You are being charged with criminal sale of a firearm, and you are being charged with driving under the influence. Upon the conviction, you will lose your weapons license effective immediately.
Gotcha. All right, give me one moment.
Thank you. But we are open to working with you. Maybe
Appreciate you,
if you
Croc.
show good faith, we can use that with you. Maybe the DUI will go away.
All right.
Okay, so
This guy's fucking annoying.
Oh, it's Croc. Yeah, you get used. It's how he is. So obviously they're like the driving under influence. They can't do anything with that. I was here. I listened to what you said. Your statement was that you had morphine. That does not mean on the diaphragm that would not hold up in court. That's indismissible in court. Obviously, they're gonna charge you with your no matter what, unless of course they like that's the one thing that they're willing to waive on. No, fuck off. That will not hold up in court. I heard clear and concise from you that you said yes, you had morphine. But that doesn't mean that you had, like, I can tell you right now, like, hey, I peed earlier. It doesn't mean I'm peeing right now.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Exactly. It's like, no, that time frame does not add up. Shut that shit down immediately. Obviously, they're still going to push it because they're trying to strong arm you, like you said. When it comes to the sale of the firearm, once again, that is very hard to articulate. In court, it will not hold up. They're trying to once again strong arm by saying once again how they were like, oh no, anything could be a sale, blah, blah, blah. No.
Right, what the
subpoena her
fuck
bank
is
account.
that? No.
Yeah, that's stupid because everyone understands in the cities money is everything, and to say that like you got something in return of like it's ridiculous, and that subpoena the bank account, it will prove you innocent immediately. When it comes to if you want to give them that firearm, that is entirely up to you. Do you know where it's at?
I was telling the truth. I think it's in my other
Okay.
car.
Yeah, we can go over there, but once again, it will go back to the narrative. Why do you have this rusted gun, right? But you see,
Because I didn't
like,
notice.
Look, exactly. You can like, look, I just kept it on me, all right, or like I
That's
just
the
had
truth
it, right?
too.
Yeah, but then they'll be like, then why did you conceal a firearm and what happened to it? That's the main thing is they could give two shits about that firearm in your car. They can give two shits about.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
drug
That's
under
why I'm
influence.
like, why
It's
the fuck
mainly
do
the
they want to
firearm.
see? I don't understand.
Because they're trying to figure out if this guy stole this gun from you, or you sold this gun from you, or something like that. That is the main thing they're trying to get at you. Now, to whatever you did, that is like I don't care. Right? You could have sold it to him. You could have just gave it to him. I don't care. But you have to decide which narrative you want to go down. I don't think that you should admit to like selling the gun because that would just seriously charge immediately.
Well, no, I didn't.
I think that yeah, and you just gave it to him or something, or what happened?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just needed it, and I lent it to him.
Yeah, well, he's an idiot for fucking using your gun in a crime. And you could definitely yell at him later. I recommend whenever they come back in, because I think this should be a finance conversation, because we're wasting both of our times here in their time, right?
Mhm.
I think that we should just simply be like, what if either we should take them to the gun to exonerate you of that, to be like, look, hey, this is the gun, right? And then once again, they'll round back to the, hey, why'd you buy this gun? What'd you do with it? You simply just say, and I'm wondering because they seem to be really concerned whenever I said or you said that the gun was in your office. It makes me wonder if that's not a good thing. I'm wondering, and that's where I'm really wish Douglas is here on that one because I don't know business law too.
Yeah, I think that we just take him to the gun, and I'm like, here it is. And if they ask me other things, I'm gonna be like, take it to court.
Yeah, plead the fifth. It's like, look, I'm gonna give you the gun out of good, like, say this, really, look, I'm gonna take you to the gun out of good faith. However, anything else, I'm pleading the fifth and not guilty, and I'm ready to move forward. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Are you comfortable with this?
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna take you to the gun in good faith, and then when we get there, they're gonna ask me questions, and I'm gonna say,
Not guilty. No, sorry, not guilty. Sorry. I'm gonna vote my Fifth Amendment.
I'm using my Fifth Amendment right, and take it to court.
Yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Because the thing is, if you don't show the gun now, and then they try to like push it in court that you didn't, they're assuming, because you and I both know it's a rusted gun.
Right.
This doesn't work. They're assuming right now that it's an illegal firearm. That's what their main thing is right now.
I see. That's what they're trying to get. Okay. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah. All right. Cool. Are you ready?
You're.
All right. We are ready.
We're just gonna. Does Daphne lose her license for not reporting a stolen gun? Can I lose my license for not reporting a stolen gun?
You're gonna be getting a felony. And anytime you get a felony, you lose firearms.
For not reporting?
No, but because right now you're gonna temporarily lose it.
Okay.
If we win in court, then you will get it back.
Okay. I'm just gonna make Levi go to court and say that he stole it.
You fucking coming? Hello, we are ready whenever you are, good officers. I am so excited to have this conversation.
Approaching.
You may approach.
Greetings!
Welcome
Alrighty.
back.
So, where's the plea deal? Hey, how about some truth and maybe that DUI goes away? Because you do lose your driver's license and then you can't operate a car if you get DUI. So,
In good faith, I will take you to this gun that I have, as you've requested.
is it broken?
It is broken.
Okay. I believe if the gun wasn't broken, I'd find it believable. Why are you caring about a broken gun?
I just noticed it was broken yesterday. That's the truth.
So then why... So, okay, so I appreciate the truth. I want to make it clear. Daphne, we appreciate the truth. Now we're working somewhere, right? I'm not here to fuck you completely, right? This DUI charge, I think you work with us, maybe we just stick with the criminal cell. And I'm still open to an exoneration here. But it depends on your next actions, right? Ray, I saw the lips moving. You wanted to talk. What was it?
I just have a question. Miss Malone, if you were carrying this firearm on your person and you just noticed it was broken yesterday, what
Yes.
led you to purchase a firearm on the 17th?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember even. Like that's something
Listen,
I'm gonna.
The firearm could have been broken whenever she bought the gun, and then she just simply just was like, oh fuck, I have this extra broken gun on, right? And then it's simple negligence.
It would have been negligent. It would have just been me being like, "Oh, I don't have a gun on me right now. I'm just gonna get a new one because you can." And I didn't.
And I would
didn't
remind
know
you
that
to check
you.
her record. She has never had a gun-related crime. It's guns and her don't really go hand in hand. She doesn't use them all too often. She barely even likes using them for self-defense.
Victor, I didn't realize you had your last name changed. I apologize.
No, simply just asking, stating facts as a lawyer.
No, it's true. I was just telling him about that. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't notice that the gun was broken yet because once again I've been in the studio for the past however many days I've been off and I don't need to use my gun in the studio.
So just understanding. So you didn't have a gun. You bought a new one thinking you didn't have one. Then you had a new one. What led you to swap to the old one?
I could see it happening, just that I mean I don't check the quality if I've got guns.
So you don't check the quality of this gun. So you're like, oh, I didn't realize my gun was broken. I thought I didn't have a gun. Maybe I just had one back in my apartment. I then bought a new one. I then got this new gun. And then you got this new gun, right? This is where, okay, let's just say that the story is believable of you bought a new gun because you didn't realize you already had a gun and you wanted a new one just because you wanted a gun, right? That leaves me two questions. One, if you bought this new gun, why on earth do you have the old gun again? And if you have the old gun, why does Levi Magruga have your new gun?
I'm telling you right now that I could have, from my personal experience, I don't pay that much attention. I could have left one in my car. And then I've got a few cars, right? I could have left one in my car, realized I don't have one on me, stopped by ammunition really fast, got a new one. And then one day I'm in the other car and I don't have it on me because I left it in my other car. I could see it happening. I don't know that that's what happened. I'm just saying, knowing myself, I could see it.
Miss Malone, do you have any locations where you may kind of share storage spaces with Mr. Madruga?
I'll have to plead the fifth on that one. I don't want to give an answer that's right or wrong right now. I don't want to give an answer that's wrong accidentally.
Okay. What is the relationship between you and Mr. Madruga?
He's my manager.
Is he anything more than that to you? Is he a friend? Is he a partner? Is he an acquaintance?
Well, everyone in Al Dente's is friends.
So you're just friends?
I mean, I'm friends with him just as much as I'm friends with, I'm friends with my employees.
Do you share any storage containers with him or any properties with him?
Once again, I plead the fifth. I don't want to say something that's wrong on accident.
You don't know who has access to your house?
I'm gonna continue. I'm not doing it to be an asshole. I'm doing it because I do not want to say something
understand.
that
No,
I
hold
don't
on.
have an affirmatively true answer for.
Sure. I'll ask a very simple question then, ma'am. And I'm asking you as the owner of Al Dente's. Is there shared storage spaces between employees of Al Dente's at Al Dente's?
There is.
Have you ever utilized these storage spaces?
I will plead the fifth.
To your knowledge, has Mr. Madruga utilized these storage spaces?
I have no knowledge of it, so I would plead the fifth because I can't tell you one way or the other.
What is the purpose of these storage spaces? Why would an employee usually use these storage spaces? What's their intended use?
I will once again. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one.
Why? Because you think you give misinformation? It's your business. I'm sure you would know how it works.
No, that's it. That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't want to say something, and then you come back on me and, you know, there's something that I didn't know about, and then I'm a liar. I'm not trying to
Daphne Malone,
accidentally lie.
1 second, Ray. 1 second. I'll let you go after this. Daphne Malone, do you know how the storage containers and systems work at your business?
Yes,
Okay. How do they work?
any employee can use them.
Why? Why are these storages necessary for the employees?
For food, for garbage, for ingredient storage.
What would usually, in your experience, be stored there?
Ingredients. Food.
Are there any storage spaces that are utilized for non-food, non-ingredient items? For, say, personal effects or a locker room style storage?
There is not a storage made for that, but there is nothing that stops people from using it for that purpose.
Does your business have guidelines and expectations on what people can and can't bring into the business?
They have been stated, yes. You are not meant to bring anything into the business that could be incriminating.
Okay. Are your employees allowed to carry firearms while on the clock at your business?
Yes.
And where do these firearms come from?
I wouldn't have the answer to that. I've got 40-something employees. I don't know everything about all their lives.
Do you just, I'm asking you specifically, since you were the one here, do you ever carry your firearm while working?
Yes.
Can you recall the last time that you were working and you had a firearm on your person?
I plead the fifth. I don't want to say something and it's not correct.
Can you give me a rough range? I'm not asking for specifics, but can you, within a range, just to get an idea?
Anytime I'm in the restaurant, it's possible that I have my weapon on me. So that's why I'm saying I couldn't give you something specific.
That's a fair answer, ma'am. Thank you. With that in mind, I know you said you've been busy, you've been in the studio, you've been traveling, this and that. When was the last time you were clocked in and working?
I plead the fifth. I don't know. I go in and out all day, every day. Like, anytime I'm around, I'm in and out. Like, I wouldn't be able to answer that precisely.
Okay. That's what I have for right now, Croc. Continue wherever your direction you were going.
So here's where we're at, right? I'm gonna deliberate with Ray on what the next step forward's up. I want to make this clear, okay? I think you know, and we know what's happening next. I would still like to get the opportunity to lessen this, right? You know that we know that you're getting charged, no matter what, really, with that firearm charge.
Which you don't actually have proof for.
Just invoke your fifth right now. Let him talk.
Okay, I'm here to help you now. I know I apologize for being against you for so long. This is what I'm willing to do.
Okay.
We have our evidence. We're happy to argue it completely in court. We have everything that we need. We have your admissions. We have our photo evidence. We have interviews with other people, a pattern of history and behavior. If you just come clean, it was a fuck up, he needed it, I was scared for him, whatever it is, you just come clean about the transaction, I will redact the driving under the influence charge and remove it in its entirety, and I will
No.
allow you to keep your driver's license.
We're not doing
But
that.
and if you would like to go to court and fight it there, which is completely your right, I'm not telling you you can't. But if you would like to keep trying to dance around with it, then I'm gonna have to charge you as is. And I know that you have performances, and you have been good, and you haven't been a dick to us here. Like, you've used your rights, and we're not mad at you for that. You haven't been a cunt. You have been speaking with us. I would like to offer that opportunity. If we have a full admission, I will drop the DUI charge in its entirety. I will not revoke your driver's license. You will keep your driver's license. You will be able to drive.
We appreciate that offer.
But in full transparency, not as a gotcha moment, Levi Madruga would also be charged. Actually, maybe not. That might be double jeopardy. I'm not too sure. But I'll look into it. But I'm not trying to like be sneaky and be like, hey, she admitted it, so I want to go charge Levi. I hope you would take that as a sign of trust that I'm deadly serious about that offer. And I hope that you would take it.
Thank you.
Because currently
We will
it's
consider it.
it's a nightmare to get the driver's license back. So I don't want to be too much of a dick. But if you tie my hands, well, I'm going to have to cut the rope.
Gotcha.
We'll leave you to it. We'll be back.
Thank you.
Okay.
They have nothing, by the way. He kind of just admitted to having nothing.
Yeah,
The
we're going to
only
court.
evidence they have is a pattern of just not reporting police reports.
Yeah, which
like,
is
of
nothing.
Crimes that has nothing to do with the sale of this.
It also
They're
has nothing
really
to do
just
with
trying to
me.
bluff. They don't believe that you'll take it to court. They think that I'm gonna be too cowardly. That they think that they can strong us. No. We win this in court every time. 9
Yeah.
out of 10
No, we're
times.
taking it to court.
99.9%. Because it's like you don't meet the burdens. The sale would have to be a money transaction, and you can look at your account. There is no transfer to a state ID. There's no proof of sale. You're speculating that you're doing this because the firearm's been. Obviously, we're gonna have to come up with a really strong narrative as to why you don't have the firearm. But the thing is, I can bring it back to another interrogation, obviously without revealing full details, that you show a pattern of always invoking your fifth, as you are a very cautious individual.
Yep.
Right. So that is not incriminating, and that's what he's trying to say with that.
Yeah.
I think it's very simple. If he doesn't request to see the firearm, then you don't have to go do that. But if that's something you do want to do, I think that would help your case. But also, I think that it would help our case by simply by proving like, hey, this is the firearm. It was blah blah blah. Right? It allows us to prove another narrative as well. But also, I think it can help us as well here because I don't want you to get hit with that negligent driving under the influence, because that is going to be annoying you. As Croc will be hunting you and trying to catch you driving, so he can charge you every time with driving without a fire license, a driver's license, and that's going to be really fucking annoying. I guarantee you. Because he's going to try to charge you with this gun sale. He's probably gonna be waiting outside of the police station or of the jail, waiting for you to get into a car and drive it away. Croc is that petty of an individual. I recommend a not guilty plea to whatever they throw you, even the negligent driving. However, if he's willing to drop the negligent driving in exchange for you bringing him to the gun in the car, that is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with that.
Let's push for that. Let's say we'll bring you to the gun with the drop of the DUI.
And then, but however, and then whenever it comes to actually getting a plea, very simple, not guilty, and then we easily take it to court. You will be charged with it. You will eat the fine and the months, no reduction. However, as soon as you're out of jail, you and I will meet up. I will write up the appeal right then and there, and we'll get you on the docket as soon as we can.
And then do I get my money back or?
Yes, you'll be reimbursed for your money. Plus you get reimbursed $25 per month that you spent in jail.
Nice.
As well as I'm not going to charge you, as I like you, Daphne, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna charge you attorney fees so you get more money.
Nice.
Gotcha. Stuff like that, and I'll say like, oh, 5K attorney fees, right? In reality, I'm not charging you 5K attorney fees because I want the state to pay you as much as they fucking can.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
With that being said, I think we got a strong plan of what we got to do. Are you ready?
Yeah. Let's do it.
We're ready. Okay, he said a second.
coming, arriving. Let me sit
Welcome
my
back in.
little tootsie down. So,
Mhm.
all is in your court. What's the verdict?
We are willing to bring you to the gun in exchange for the dropping of the negligent driving.
Thankfully, you're not being charged with negligent driving.
Or driving under, you know what I meant, driving
the
under the
DUI.
influence.
Okay. The problem is that the gun's broken. That conflicts directly against your own testimony.
Well, I mean, we were willing to bring you to the gun to see if you're willing to drop that. However, if you're not willing to drop that charge and you're saying that you're going to charge her with sale of a gun, we're ready to move to a plea.
But I want to reiterate what my offer was, right?
Mhm.
But we know that you gave the gun to Levi. We have the evidence. We have the articulation.
Speculation.
We have the story.
Speculation.
Right? It's speculation, right? But I'm telling you, for just a confession, right? And you work with police, and you were to confess and plead guilty, I would drop DUI in its entirety.
The DUI
Because
is rather irrelevant. We were just, if you were willing to do that for the gun, that was awesome. Besides that, she can get a driver. That is not a problem.
Yeah, that's fine. What's the plea?
Oh, easily not guilty. Is what I'd recommend.
Not
her to
guilty.
say.
And there is another thing that I would like to point out.
Yes.
I think that you have a vampire chair in your interrogation room. If you look behind you at the mirror, I just wanted to say, just in case you guys...
Oh my God!
Yeah, I just wanted to make you aware of that.
Thank you for making me aware.
Okay.
Of that.
Is your client aware, with the not guilty plea that comes the full time and fine and must be fought in court? With the guilty
Of
plea
course.
does come an opportunity for reduction.
Yes, we'll
Of
be
course,
going
she's
to
well aware.
courts.
Okay.
Okay. I just need to review something on my tablet. I will be right back. I need to double check with the revocation of the license. I'll double
Got
check.
you. Let us know when you come back in.
Yep. We'll leave you to it.
See? Called their fucking bluff, Daphne.
Yeah.
Immediately. Now they're on the defensive. They have to be like, oh, wait a minute. They're calling our bluff. And that vampire chair is scaring the shit out of me. Just don't talk about it again. And it won't miss this.
Do you think it's like taking victims? Like, do you think it's sex blood? Do you think that the police
Only
are
maybe
vampires?
Police sitting there. I mean, it makes sense. Maybe they're. I don't know. I mean, they only come in here whenever we tell them to come in here.
There's
So
no
that
sunlight
means-
in here.
Oh my god.
There's no windows.
It's all adding up.
And I'm
Stairs
pretty.
falling out. A lot of people are balding in the. I mean, maybe that's part of being a vampire, is being bald.
Oh my god! Like if they don't feed, maybe that's why he's so cranky all the time. He's not feeding.
Logically, yeah, like I don't see a flaw in that logic.
And they had the blood drive yesterday for the cops.
Oh my god. Daphne, it is all coming together. We have a case on our hands.
Oh my god! What if I bribe him with my? I've got O negative blood.
That is a good blood type. I think Octavia is the blood type. I think I'm B negative. Evidently, it's a good blood type or something.
I've
but I
got
don't
the
understand how.
universal one.
Yeah, the universal I feel like would just be better.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, back onto the charges at hand. Once again,
Right.
not guilty, right? And you just get a driver, right? Just have one of your friends drive you to places. I know that's gonna be
Yeah,
annoying
that's fine.
temporarily. Just do it for the rest of the day, and then Croc will probably fuck off, right?
Yep.
But yeah, not guilty no matter what, because once again, they cannot prove the sale, right? They're trying to say like, hey, we have more than evidence. You have evidence of like her not reporting crimes, right? Who gives a shit about that,
Right.
right? Like that's not going to do anything, right? Obviously, they're trying to paint the narrative that it is going to do something, but they do not have enough.
Mm-hmm. So do we
But
want to
they're-
just? Do we want to just get Levi to admit that he stole it?
That is probably something that I would recommend. Yeah.
Because we can just do that. He's like already a felon. He's not really losing anything.
Exactly. And you would have to probably like temporarily fire him or something out of like showing like an act of good faith, but like you could just hire him like a couple days later, like,
Yeah.
whenever everything calms down. And that's probably gonna be the best. Okay, but obviously we would do that in court, right? Like we would simply just I mean, obviously we need to talk to Levi, you and I, and we need to figure out what he said to the cops because they did get him, but clearly Levi did good. He stuck on a really good statement because clearly it did not incriminate you enough for them to
Yep.
charge you with.
That's what we do. Why you think we don't give statements? We're not fucking schmucks. They're mad we don't give statements.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that job for us anyway.
Well, it reminds me of your first interrogation. You said that you're gonna be pleading the fifth of the law and not giving them anything because cops don't fucking help you guys anyway.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't blame you. It's whatever narrative you want to do. I'm here to support you, Daphne.
Yeah. I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I've been having to pee for quite a while. I'm not gonna lie. If you wanted to go pee real quick, I can let them know that you're thinking real quick.
It's okay. I'll wait until I can go to their bathroom.
I'm gonna remind you of the charges you're probably meeting today, though. So the criminal sale of firearm class 1 is $1,500 and 25 months. It's barely anything. If they do the driving under the influence, that is going to be $1,000 in 10 months, so a total of $2,500 in like what, 20 months? And sorry, 35. And you can do like 2 jobs and you'll be out of prison in like no time. However, they're gonna try to push a COC charge now of the felonious behavior of a thing, but that's gonna be in court. So, but I really doubt they could do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome
There's
back.
been an update to the charges.
Mm-hmm.
You get an additional one.
What is that?
Reckless endangerment for driving under the influence.
Clearly,
You put
that's.
people-
I mean,
You put people's lives in danger. You were under the influence of morphine. You said it yourself. You don't remember where you put your gun because you were under the influence of morphine and you were woozy. And so then you drove
Well,
to MRPD.
The
You were
wooziness was
driving
a
under
little
the
more
influence
for
of
the
drugs.
loss of blood, but
And just clarifying though for this as well, and this
Mhm.
Victor, so you can be aware, you received this morphine from the hospital, correct?
yeah,
From a member of the hospital.
yeah, they put me on an IV.
So it will 100% be confirmed then that she was under the influence of morphine when she was driving.
No, it won't, because they don't know when I drove.
once again, you're assuming the time frame that when she was on the morphine was when she was driving.
It's on recording.
Yeah, exactly.
If
and
the
then
recording
will
doesn't
prove
say that.
statement.
Contest the Victor. Contest
what's
the
up?
recording in court.
Exactly. That's why if you want to charge her with reckless endangerment, we know that that's a false charge. We can clearly articulate that right here,
How
right
is it
now.
a
But you're
false
not going to want to
charge?
hear it. Listen.
No, I do wanna
we-
hear it.
Our,
How is it
our
a false
point
charge?
still stands. Not guilty.
Well, how is it a false charge? Enlighten me.
Because if she was not driving under influence, if I told you, hey, I peed, right? That means like I can pee anytime during the day. It doesn't mean I'm peeing right this moment, right? And so she said she was on morphine earlier. Clearly, she was in the hospital, right? Any time frame she could have been driving, Croc.
Wait here. Just wait.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
See, there
This
you go.
guy
Once again,
sucks.
Yeah, see the time frame there. He's like, wait, fuck, is that the case? Yeah, it's like there's so many different. Like you're not. He's gonna try to hit you with everything on the book right now. See, he's adding charges, trying
Just
so
for fun.
hard.
Can I like sue him for trying to add charges? Like,
No, this is a good thing because guess what? That's more.
Have you forgotten that this person has been with me the entire time, writing down
Hey, Rose.
everything you say?
Hey.
It literally,
Listen,
writing every word
let's
on
just
recording.
let's
It's
come
on
off of it.
recording.
We'll just do it in
Croc,
court. Just do it in court.
Croc, not guilty. We're ready to do this in court.
I thought it was a false charge, and you were ready to argue it right here. I mean, I have the notes right
We
there on
already
what you
did. Let's
said.
do it in court. Come on.
Let's run it. Let's go to court.
Okay, we'll do the
Not
court. Okay,
guilty.
you may leave now. Thank you. Keep writing
Thank
it
you,
down.
Rose.
Thank you, Rose. Okay. So let's have a look at these charges. So we're looking at principal driving under the influence, principal criminal sale of a firearm class 1, principal reckless endangerment. How do you plead?
Not guilty all charges. We're going to court.
Okay. Now here's what's happening next. For the principal sale of a firearm charge, I cannot revocate your license until you've been determined guilty of it, annoyingly. So you keep your firearms license. However, driving under the influence clearly does not state this. It is simply only to be charged. Daphne Malone, I am suspending your driver's license.
Okay.
From this point forward, you may not operate a motor vehicle. Hold on. Let me just get it here.
And Miss Malone, we can talk about the process about getting your license back with the judge after you get out, Judge.
Wait, Miss Malone, aren't you the ones that got that driving song?
Oh yeah, I'm bad at driving. That doesn't mean I'm under the influence. I'm just bad at it.
Thought that was
Bad driver. It's a hit.
Yeah, I've heard it. Where I heard it? I think some event or somewhere, son.
Yeah. People love it.
And driver's license suspended. Hey, hold on.
What? Call him bald?
Okay. Daphne Malone. I'm hereby charging you. I have suspended your weapons license. It has. Oh shit! Did I put the report number in there? I'll add it to it. You're getting principal driving under the influence, principal reckless evading, and principal criminal sale of a firearm, class 1.
Do you mean reckless endangerment, not reckless evading?
You're right. My apologies.
Yeah,
Reckless endangerment, not reckless evading. My apologies. I'm used to saying reckless evading. It's 45 months and a $3,100 fine. And yes?
One second, Victor.
No problem.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now I am gonna be quiet to myself for a second here.
Yeah, you go pee. I'll let you.
I gotta process you. I gotta take your mugshot.
She's thinking about using the restroom. So 1 second.
Oh, yes. Oh, excuse me. My bad.
What do you mean? What, the mugshot? No, if you're getting processed, you do have to take a mugshot. However, you can pose in any way you want. You can hit one of these, like, you know, some aura farm. Which one is
Thank you.
Is this one? No.
No, I know which
This
one I'm
one?
gonna do. I know which one I'm
Yeah,
gonna
like
do.
that one. Let me let them. They came back in. She's ready, guys.
My apologies.
No, sorry
Daphne,
about
we need to process you correctly. We need to take you to the mugshot room.
Okay.
Please follow me. I want to give you the liberty to walk, not on handcuffs.
Thank you.
Please stand over there.
Okay, let me get my pause.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you to please remove your glasses.
Okay, hang on. There's one that I really like, but I think it might take a second to get there. Yeah, give it a second. Give it just a second.
No, thank you. I've already taken your photo. Thank you. Now
What?
come over here, please.
Wait, I didn't
Don't make me
pose
put-
yet.
Don't make me put you in handcuffs.
I was outside the thing.
I took
Oh
the
no,
photo
that's
for
not
you.
the right one.
Just
That's
come
not the
over
right
here.
one. That's not the right one.
Madam, please come over here.
There, this. Take it. Take it right here.
Daphne!
Take
I
the
give you the luxury.
photo.
Hey, he tried.
I give you the luxury of walking not in
Take the
handcuffs. This is how you
photo.
treat
Take
me?
take the photo, please.
No.
You only get one
Come
mug
over
shot.
here.
You only get one mug shot.
Yeah, thankfully I've already taken a photo.
Actually,
Now move
Miss
over here.
Malone, next time you get arrested, you can get a new one.
But I don't get arrested. This is a very important moment for me. I don't do crime, so I don't get arrested.
I will put you back in handcuffs. Would you like to walk
Did you
around
take- did you
MIPD
take
in
the picture?
handcuffs?
Did you take
Miss
the
Malone
picture?
just, he's clearly not
Yes,
budging.
yes, I took the picture. See,
Okay.
look, I did it. There you go. I got it. Come over here. Well done.
Okay.
Dang. Glamour shots
Just-
by Croc.
Oh, come over here. I need to fingerprint you. You take off
Why
your
do you need to
gloves
fingerprint me?
so I can properly document that you were here.
It's part of the process, Miss Malone.
Gloves off, please. Thank you, madam. Can you step over here, please, to the machine?
Thanks a lot, Levi. It's kind of my
Thank
fault.
you,
I
madam.
usually ask people to give me the
Do
guns
you consent
back.
for me to take your DNA?
No.
You do not have to.
No.
Finally, Victor said something. Finally.
What do you mean? I didn't say anything.
You have been a
Out loud?
tremendous help to this investigation.
You're so welcome.
Come on, Daphne, we're going to the cells. Once again, I'm giving you the liberty to walk, so please do not abuse it before I put you in cuffs.
All I wanted to do was have a good picture.
Why is everybody screaming in here?
Dumbasses.
See, I could have been
Hey,
like
shut the
that
fuck up.
person.
Who are you talking to?
Barry, is that you?
Man,
Sir.
Is this
I-
from
I-
Nichols
I-
3
Pursuit?
floors down, and I can hear you fucking laughing. Fucking outside of the fucking police department, I can hear you laughing.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
Hold on.
I'll
Hey,
quiet
wait, one
down.
second. One second. Miss Malone, before you go in, Barry, can I borrow you for a moment?
Yes, sir, Mr. Corporal,
Oh.
Colonel, Corporal.
Miss Malone here had in her possession a jellyfish. Can you
Oh,
educate her
yes.
on the proper storage of jellyfish?
Jellies must be stored inside of a cooler or at least a fish tank in a humane manner.
Would you like to show him
And
your
if it's
jellyfish,
not-
Miss Malone?
Yeah, I can show my jellyfish.
You don't have to show him your jelly.
Oh, what? Is he
Let me
gonna
see the
take it
jelly.
if I show it?
Well, debatable. If you've got a cooler, no.
No, this is a trap. Tyrone Lillams is perfectly safe.
She doesn't have a cooler.
Tyrone Lillams is perfectly safe in my care.
At least go and
So what's the appropriate charge?
Barry, I will buy her one personally.
Yeah.
What's
we'll
the
get
charge
one.
for not? It's improper storage actually.
Croc,
It's a
what's the
$200
charge?
fine.
What's the charge
Improper
amount
storage.
in dollars for me to get your hair done?
Shit, I might do
Barry,
it. Okay.
Barry,
Come on, let's
how
go.
are
Stop
these
being
Thank you,
disorderly,
thank you,
okay?
Barry.
Get inside.
Thank
here.
you, Barry.
Thank you, Barry. Actually, hold on. Come back. Hold on. I need to look. I need to search you again. Okay.
What is what's that other green
You know
girl
what, Victor,
getting
thank you for
arrested
dressing
She was
Dapper
with you,
today.
right? I don't know, to be honest. I was just back in the car and jumped out the chase.
I didn't realize you were such a fan of Apple and Steve Jobs, but you know.
That is, I didn't even realize that. I am not being those allegations now.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Um.
Okay. So you're getting additional charge. It's the unlawful containment of live fish.
Are you kidding me?
90% sure.
No, it's a $200 fine.
Yes.
Okay. Still not guilty,
Tyrone Lillams deserve better.
madam.
Miss Malone.
Miss Malone, you're getting driving under the influence, criminal sale of a firearm, principal reckless endangerment, principal unlawful containment of live fish. Guilty, not guilty?
Do you have a charge for being
No, I
being
don't
hot
have a
and
charge for you being
famous?
too hot.
Caleb,
No.
answer him, please. Taking a fucking
What's your stat ID, Victor?
6388.
It was Amber Rose's traffic stop. Amber, can you hear Barry?
What was it again?
6388.
No.
Thank you, Victor. Goodbye.
Aw, my thing is scuffed. Prisons are worse than hospitals. All right, who's here? We throwing a party or what? Hey, excuse me, sir. Where's the changing room? I need some sweatpants or something. I can't get my cocktail dress dirty. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you were heavily sedated. I'm sorry. I'll find it on my own. Oh, now you want to say something. Okay. Well... Let's see. I never go to prison. I literally never go to prison. I don't know where anything is. I've never been to prison in Prodigy. Oh, really? Okay. I kind of didn't plan on being on stream this long. It's kind of fucking up my day a little bit. Okay. Prison fit. Yeah, I know about the work thing. Should we wear an orange dress? We're like an orange cocktail dress. I was gonna do a tank top. Yeah, I don't know why he was so horny for that charge. Maybe, oh man, I can't find the tank top that I'm looking for. There's some sweatpants over here. How you doing?
I was better a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, feel that. Because he was losing and he hates to lose. Was I doing that well? Was he actually losing? Ooh. Prison pop star vibes? Prison pop star vibes? He was hoping you'd self-incriminate, but I didn't. Do we like the... I kind of like the black and white. Nice. I'm gonna see if there's some sweatpants that fit better, but this is kind of it. Okay, so 384. Ooh, wait. No, I feel like it's got to be orange sweatpants. Did I really not self-incriminate besides the DUI thing, which arguable? Yeah, he wanted to go so hard on that. Ooh, that matches more.
Oh, hey.
How you doing?
Great. I was trying to kill an officer. It didn't go well.
Oh, good job. I mean, well, it would have been better if you did it, but...
And I accused him of planting a gun on me, and everybody was like, "Oh no, that's not true," because he's one of the best officers around. And I said, "Well, if it was opposite, sure."
What are we thinking about this? Do you know if they
I
have a
like
barber
this.
in here?
No barber.
Damn. Can't even put my hair up. That's crazy.
I learned my lesson last time, so I just go around with one certain outfit when I'm in person. Oh, not this. Okay, not that one either. Here we go.
I think we take the gloves off. Alright, time to do some... Okay, what do I do? Ooh, payphone. Wait. Wait. Where's Victor's number? Oh, is it just the yellow
Yo, what's
pages?
poppin'?
How you doing?
Doing good. Pissed off though.
I feel that. How does it determine whose number is in here? Oh, is it just people that are awake? I don't understand, because Levi's not awake. I don't understand this. They won't let me out.
What you do, girl? What you do?
I didn't even do anything. They got me for someone else having my gun.
That's some bullshit.
Right? Period.
I was sleep in my car. They talking about I was driving.
What?
They crazy. Yeah, man. I was sleep off that Zod.
It only shows people who have been called on the from the phone before. Ah. Okay, whatever. All right, I gotta repair stuff. Okay, what do I repair?
Literally.
I didn't know he had it on him.
Okay, there's one.
Can you take out your phone you're walking with? I don't know, and
How
something
much did
here.
y'all get fined for?
Oh.
Or I don't know what you can take out. Actually, you might be stuck. Never mind.
What about now?
Nope. You still have something in your hand in my eyes.
Oh, weird.
It's
what
not
if-
like massive, like a TV or anything, so I think you're good. But
Let me see. What if I try taking off my shoes?
All ceramics are hot. What do you mean? It's a stolen
Nope.
gun.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not like a massive anything like a TV, so it just might.
Dang. Well, that's annoying. Thank you for telling me.
No problem.
I think I was only just.
All right, let's repair some stuff. How do I know how long I have? Let me turn off the jazz now that we're not being interrogated anymore. Now we gotta play some. We're gonna play some Zolo. Zolo makes the sad boy prison music. What's this one?
No, it's like, it's just not working out no more. No, I just...
Call herself baddest, that's a new term for slick. Ain't never been low, ain't no diamonds on this bitch. How you fucking that new nigga, but you coming home on shit? Damn, I trusted this hoe, now she fucked up my head. She got me like, why the fuck you gon'
I'm just adding a fuck ton of Zolo.
How the hell you gon' lonely nights and pain ain't mess up. I seen that shit you sent that nigga in a text. Got me sipping on this drink, I cannot rest. How you fuck that nigga, you folded like the rest. Was my twin, you were my
This
red.
one, I love this one.
My only shorty, I would've never played with your fears. But you play with me on some shit. Ain't no going back after this. I sent her to the birds, in better words, I fallen almost trip. You supposed to be my main shorty. Now you subject to the road.
Fuck you, Levi.
Ass on your ass, but I seen what you could've been. All the red flags, man, they look just like roses. All these mistakes got my heart broken. I'm parted like Moses.
I don't actually like this outfit. I want to change it.
Pain is what I'm feeling. I don't wanna take it no more. That's why I can't stay sober. She call herself baddest, that's a new term for slick. Ain't
Okay,
never been
what?
low, ain't no diamonds on this bitch. How you fucking that new nigga, but you coming home on shit? Damn, I trusted this hoe, now she fucked up my head. She got me like, why the fuck you gon' bitch, you tripping on that, how the hell you gon' she got me like,
Levi's about to have to plead guilty.
bitch, you tripping on that, how the hell you gon'
Fucked world.
Wu-Tang Records, baby. You won't stop us.
Oh, shit.
Matter of fact, you can't stop us. At the top, it's just us. Fuck around and get smacked up.
Just us. When I tell you I ain't make it up. If we shoot first, yeah, you better duck. If we got an issue, yeah, so stuff. Yeah, yeah, just us. When I tell you I ain't make it up. If we shoot first, yeah, you better duck. If we got an issue, yeah, so stuff. Riding a shot and we fall deep. Acting like a clown, you a phony. Fake love, you don't know me. They be talking crazy, better hold me. I got this clip with your name on it. Riding in the rebel with David in it. Chick on the table, we banging on it. If you pull up, you know my gang on it. If a motherfucker ever snitch, that's gonna be bad news. We gon' tie him up, we gon' do what we do. Do what we say, we won't take his shoes. Fuck all these cops, I can never see the truth. Pulling this over for nothing, they lames. Moving this work, yeah, I'm married to the game. When I pull up, they screaming my name. I got my gun and it's ready to. Just us. When I tell you I ain't make it up. If we shoot first, yeah, you better duck. If we got an issue, yeah, so stuck. Yeah, yeah, just us. When I tell you I ain't make it up. If we shoot first, yeah, you better duck.
No, plead guilty to stealing it.
Just us. We're a bad move and we let off. If we shoot first, then you out of luck. If you got an issue, yeah, so stuck. Yeah, yeah, just us. We're a bad move and we let off. If we shoot first, then you out of luck. If we got an issue, yeah, so stuck. Had a lot few good baddies. Had them on tour on the telly. Had a few ready. Niggas want war, but we steady. All of my bulls stay petty. Niggas don't talk like us. Niggas is rare like us. They ain't from the mud like us.
I'm gonna come back.
Youngins in the field, so we pop out. Reason why they can't drop a top like us. Making more money, so I call it loot. Holla at the bitch with the fattest too. Now she wanna roll with the baddest crew. If it ain't 100, I'ma let it loose. Mama need food on the table, so we cooking. Serving them pies, call it street pudding. Can't tell a lie when it's just us looking. I took all the things that he said that I couldn't. It's just us. When I tell you I ain't make it up. If we shoot first, yeah, you better duck. If we got an issue, yeah, so stuff. Yeah, yeah, it's just us. When I tell you I ain't make it up. If we shoot first, yeah, you better duck. If we got an issue, yeah, so stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Shorty know I'm a menace. Ain't fuck with her in a minute. Booty gotta be synthetic. Say she with it. Now I'm riding around with no budget. Say she remember me in the Civic. Told her bitch stay on the topic.
Wait, I don't have this on my playlist.
Now I crush them like we supposed to do. Leveled up my game, double back like a hula hoop. Brown skin, light skin, bitch, I'm taking all the scoops. Panties coming off when they see the stars up in the roof. Say whoa. Bitch, I was still flying my Civic. Didn't fuck me when I was in it. Now she fuck with me cause I'm winning. Just a minute. Now I'm somewhere over the Atlantic. Now she wanna do long distance. Tell him, bitch, I ain't with it. I'ma dip it. I remember the old days hitting up my fiends while trapping out my Civic. I remember all the times we hot box and pop shit up in the Civic.
Ooh.
I remember Jessica, Tamika, and Carla. I fucked them in my Civic. Yeah. I remember getting curved by Nicia. She said all on my Civic. Feeling like a big dog when I made my first 10K in my Civic. Our nickname Civic. Shout out to my Civic. Ever since I whipped that rose, I'm on my dog shit, my whole shit. I see these hoes. I love them strippers cause they honest about they in a hole. I give a fuck about your past, I tell them let it go. I mean I'm judging but I'm fucking, that's the way it go. You know them hoes be like the nasties, I can't alone.
Ooh, this is kind of fire.
Remember the old days hitting up my fiends while trapping out my Civic. I remember all the times we hot box and pop shit up in the Civic. Yeah. I remember Jessica, Tamika, and Carla. I fucked them in my Civic. Yeah. I remember getting curved by Nicia. She said all on my Civic. Feeling like a big dog when I made my first 10K in my Civic.
There we go. This one's better. There we go. We could call DuPont. Okay, wait. Maintenance. Where? The court case is gonna be crazy. Bro, Daphne got arrested because Levi got caught with her gun. And then he charged her with driving under the influence. In the court case, be like, and additionally, I would like to also motion to sue Croc for the remainder of his hair. I know. That charge is gonna get dropped though because I said, well, I was on morphine last night because I went to the hospital. And he was like, wait a minute, so you drove here in your car after you were on morphine? And I was like, well, yeah, I didn't say I was under the influence when I was driving. I just said that I had morphine yesterday because I was in the hospital. And he was like, I'm charging you for DUI and taking your driver's license. But we're gonna take it to court. They don't have proof. So everything that they charge Daphne with, they don't have any evidence. Like, they don't have proof at all. So we're just gonna probably make Levi plead guilty to stealing her gun because he's already got a felony, and then her shit's gonna get lifted.
Like it's a party. Hit the body, yo, I wish the motherfucker scheming. Amigo, I hit you all out your body. Hit the cul-de-sac, I tell them ballers suck a dick. If they riding on my shit, I tell them I pose about to spit. Half the city say
It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah.
They stay the same, they shaky. I'm the source and it's so spicy. Now I'm jaded. Yeah, we here from driving daylight. Heard they ain't been shit since Drew left. We be trapping at the Ville. Heard them drillers ain't too real. I tell Southside suck my dick. Made your main man look like a bitch. Go up north to west, so west we rob their houses, they ain't flinch. We gon' rob it still. Don't care how you feel. We gon' count these bands.
Big home shit.
We gon' rob it still. Don't care how you feel. We gon' count these bills.
Ooh, let's have some prison food.
A lot of these folks say gang gang, but most of these folks just gang hoppers. Switch to a gang like same day. All my drillers, they stay silent. Claiming strikes, but they put in work. These boys just need some guidance.
Wait.
Calling out half these gangs, but most of them scared of violence. Yeah, motherfucker.
Motherfucker, that's right. We know you don't want no smoke because
Is that
y'all
Curtis?
pussy. We out here on every block.
What?
Every fucking
I didn't
block,
know
and ain't
about this
nobody
song.
touching us because everybody's scared. Y'all sitting on the sidelines like little fucking bitches because you would never start players, motherfucker, like us.
Bro, I had no idea that existed. Oh, did I make food? Morphine will fully clear in 12 hours. Prison food. Ew. Okay, we got a hospital. I want to come to prison with all the homies.
Shit they was saying was mind blowing. Days was passing like time slow. Haters was getting they overdose. I'm a dog switch sides on me. I hope them bitches die slow. They try to throw shots at me, but I'm told to pull with the free throws. I just feel like beefing with these little hoes just to get my geek though. But I just gotta have that guy flow. All these haters be fans though. Full moon, I'm aware.
Should we tag DCF?
Whole team shine, put 60 on the wrist. I'm Trey Young, hit doubles with assists. Couldn't tame me, I'm straight out of jets. Killers don't fall, we moving like bricks. Out of my mind, but I'm focused with a split. Think I'm gonna fall, but I set up the cliff. Delete that bitch like 86. You ain't gotta do me dirty like that.
When I'm feeling alone, when I'm always wrong, when I'm bleeding and numb, where are you? Where are you? When I'm burning till dawn, when I'm feeling the sun, when I'm finally gone.
Daphne crime family.
I said she gone like yesterday, gone with the rest of me. Bad combination, that's a thorn in my recipe. I just left my love life and let her take the best of me. Gotta watch the time for to compliment my misery. Dark clouds, running nights, Lord give me mercy. The combination of love is breaking up my synergy. At a fucking low, I can't see the C company. So where the loners be? Find me in my loners pit.
I've been sitting here under the sky, waiting for my time to shine. And every time you ask if I'm fine, I just try to avoid the fight. Now I lean back through the pill on the pie, so you can farm them Insta likes. You can farm them Insta likes.
Oh, what is this?
Fast life, appetite for fast life. Pop a pill, sail to the moon, I'm about to pass out. Left me lonely, I can feel no pain, no remorse. I succumb to this shit, I'm so numb to the core. A bright light on my dark side.
Oh, am I out? Oh, wait, what did I just do?
I've been sitting here under the sky, waiting for my time to shine.
What was that? What was that? Oh, that was so weird. What? Oh no, I'm out. Oh, okay. All right. Wait, when do I get my shit back? Okay. Oh. Okay, I think I need to log out and log back in.
When I'm feeling alone, when I'm always wrong, when I'm bleeding and numb, where are you? Where are you? When I'm burning till dawn.
Yeah, we're gonna go get her. All right, we're en route. We'll meet you up front.
Alright, thank you.
Bye bye.
I don't know why my phone doesn't work, but how do I mean, it let me. Oh wait. How can I check? Because I thought that if it... Was this a scuff? I thought it logged me out because I served my time. But I don't... Did I accidentally break out of prison? Oh my god, I broke out of prison. Damn it, I didn't get to tag the... I wanted to tag that thing. I think that I did, though. Because I think it's been about that time. I got like 20 minutes taken off, right? So I feel like it's time. But my phone doesn't work. Look at the visitor thing, and if you're still there, it's got... Oh, yeah. I can't... It's right here, right? I don't know, I don't get it. Okay.
Gross criminals. Well, Miss Malone, your ride is here. Please, my driver will drive you now.
Okay, my phone doesn't work.
Oh, can you try running that way real quick and seeing what happens?
Uh-oh.
Gotcha. I know it's wrong. Come here. This happened to me whenever I was sent to jail.
Am I still locked up?
Oh, wait. Which way is prison? Or the phone booth this way?
Yeah.
Okay, so you should... Talk to him again, Daphne. Talk to him. Okay, try running out again.
No, I'm good.
You're good? Can you use your phone? Just to verify, run out again and see what happens. Run that way. Awesome. All right, your chariot awaits.
Yay! Thank you.
Where would you like to go, madam?
There.
Let me find out.
Sure.
Probably just al dente's. Hi.
Hi.
What
I heard a little.
Oh, sorry.
little,
Hang on. I'm on the phone really fast.
Whoops.
Oh shit. Yeah, you can still take me to al dente's. You want to meet me at al dente's?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll see you there. Yeah, it was crazy.
I heard little bits, not all of it, 'cause I'm not allowed to know, but it sounded like Croc was given anything, grasping at straws, as it were.
Yeah, he really was. He was doing anything.
Yeah, y'all were in there for a hot fucking minute.
I know. I looked at the clock. It was like almost 2 hours.
Yeah. That was about the same time that my interrogation was done too. It was like 2 hours. They like to take their sweet fucking time. And they embrace the awkward silence.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It was definitely something. They started getting really pissed off.
Oh, they do. It's a little bit of I mean, I would say it's more of like an intimidation tactic, is to try and act all big, mean, and scary and show that you have no way out, when actually that's why you've got a lawyer. Yes, you do.
think they would just get mad because I wasn't incriminating myself.
Yeah, that would do it. Especially with Croc.
Yep.
No, I'm glad you got out of there. You can plead not guilty and you can take it to court.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot to spray paint my name on the visitor room.
Aww.
Dang.
Next time. It does make me wonder, did they threaten you with like any sort of like loss of business?
No.
Good.
No, they can't do that.
No, they cannot, but it wouldn't have surprised me if they had tried to like scare you that way. Oops.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. But it was fine. We're just gonna take it to court. They really don't have anything.
Exactly. There you go.
All right, thank you.
No
Appreciate
worries.
you.
Just take it easy. Stay safe.
Damn. No one's around opening out dentas. I did get some pretty fire lines in there. I don't tell you how to be a sergeant, so don't tell me how to run my restaurant. Pleading the fifth isn't helping you. No, it's not helping you. At the end, when I was like, he's like, what's the charge for, like, the jellyfish? And I was like, what's the charge in dollars for me to get your hair done? I got my driver's license taken away. So it was because no, it wasn't because of my driving. So what happened was that apparently Levi got caught with my gun doing something, and so they were trying to charge me with gun trafficking, and I wasn't incriminating myself, so they kind of like
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Gun trafficking?
Yeah.
That's a court charge. They can do that.
Yeah, exactly. So we're taking it to court.
Like, the Levi has to be transporting, or you actually have to be possessing or transporting 5 unlicensed firearms, or like guns crash or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
no,
like,
yeah,
there
that's what
has to
Victor was
be
saying.
An intent to
Yeah,
distribution.
That's what Victor was saying. Is he was like, you don't fit the statute to arrest you for this, so we're just gonna take it to court.
Yeah, you don't fit any. They actually charge that?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Or selling guns or something.
Well, I'm suspended as a lawyer, so I cannot check myself. Fucking Croc.
Yeah, he was getting pissed that I wasn't incriminating myself, I'll tell you that.
Okay, but hold on. So I guess you couldn't say that it was stolen because he would say you didn't report it as stolen.
Right.
Do you have more than one gun?
Yep.
Did you tell him you have more than one gun?
Yep.
You fucked up.
I didn't know that was illegal.
How many houses do you have?
A few.
I would advise you to move your stuff.
Okay.
Because if he wants to be petty, he can raid you. And if he raids you, you'll be in deep shit. And might lose your business. Did he charge you for... Hold on. Did he charge you for felonious conduct by
Do I have to
business
be
owner?
around for him to raid me?
That's a gray area. That's a very, very gray area. Okay, so take it this way. Depends on how he wants it to play out.
Can we stop driving? It's making me have a headache. Thank you.
So it really depends. When you have a raid warrant, you can just basically go raid whenever you want. But some people would argue that you have to be kinda here.
Alright.
So that's the thing. But at the end of the day, it would be officer discretion. That's why I said it depends how he wants it to play out.
Okay. Well, I mean, I might as well move all my shit now.
Just don't... So, move the stuff that would harm you. Just like, don't move
Well, yeah.
everything. Because it would look so suspicious.
Right.
But he might go that road. I don't know for sure. I can't tell. But legally he can. And he can just push it. He literally charged me for criminal possession of a firearm that I gave back. And I took with kind of consent. So he can push for anything.
Okay. Well, then take me back to my pink cage.
So I guess my plan is to be being back a cop and showing him what real corruption is just rip. I can do that. Although I received a call from a lieutenant begging me to come back. But it's Knox who decides by the end of the day.
What just blew up?
Mm,
You're almost out of gas, by the way.
oh. Alright, let's get pulled over for speeding.
Let's not. Let's drive
Oh.
very carefully, actually. Let's actually
What the
literally please drive
fuck's
very,
going
very
on?
carefully
Why?
and legally.
No, they can't search us for a traffic stop, right?
I don't want to risk that. Please drive very carefully
Okay.
because the amount of shit that I have on me is like ridiculous. Like I could go to prison for fucking life.
Oh shit.
Yeah, what I have on me is no joke right now.
What do you have on you?
Hurry up. Let's honestly, I'm like nervous stopping for gas right now.
This one?
Yep. Okay, much better.
This house is not registered to you, right?
No.
Do you still have stuff over there?
No.
Ow. I hate this car.
I need to go to sleep.
Alright. Drive you back home?
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't expect to be awake this long.
You know how it is.
Oh, what I told you about yesterday? Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna do it next week.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully some shit gets sorted until then.
We're literally just gonna wait to do it next week. So. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for the ride. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
I will keep you updated. I'm still like recording a lot this week and probably not going to be around that much. But
Yeah,
I'll
for
still be
sure.
like checking in every now and then.
Okay, just let me know.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
My pleasure. Have a good one.
Bye bye.
Bye.
What was I? Fuck, I forgot what I was trying to talk to Russo about. Oh, the meat. Okay. We haven't been open all day. Aldente's has not been open all day. I'm gonna have to start hiring in early hours again. All right. Well, we are out for the day. I am going to get some work done. I need to do a lot of work. Like I said, I need to record music. I need to batch content. I need to exercise. When I come back, we will be pushing really hard. I'm gonna try and fit in some no pixel. There's gonna be a lot going on. I'm gonna do variety day. I'm gonna get the cooking stream set up, but I need to take this time off for me to be able to do all that stuff, and I really want this music to get out. So it's a whole thing. We are gonna raid, we're gonna raid Drolk, who plays Ray Lee, who was one of the other guy interrogating us with Croc. There's a really funny scene that I have saved from my first server where me and his criminal did a fake court case where we were opposing lawyers against each other, and the judge was one of our friends dressed up as a cat, and his name was Judge Mittens, and Daphne ended up winning the court case because she gave the judge a box, is basically how I can summarize that. It was one of the funniest things I've ever done in RP, actually. I still have it saved. I might upload... There's some scenes that I have saved from before that I might just upload to YouTube. Like, one of the really good ones... There's a lot of funny ones, man. There's a lot of funny ones. I'll put that on the to-do list. Okay, let me raid Drolk. Remember that if you want to watch the VODs for free, you're gonna need to go to the YouTube. Oh, of course there's an ad break right now. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the raid right now. Okay, the VODs are for free on the YouTube. These are the socials. This is the raid message if you're not a sub. This is the raid message if you are a sub. The pinned comment didn't get pinned. I'm gonna have to remember that. Okay, good night, everybody. I'm gonna get to work, and I will see you guys when I see you. No promises until I get this music recorded. And if you would like to help me pay for the art, you know, if you're feeling really generous, you can tip through PayPal, and that will help. It's gonna be like at least $1,000, maybe $2 by the time I'm done to release all this music. So anything helps. Thank you guys, and I'll see you soon.
Bitch, we standing on business.